welcome to Scale Wars. Joe Force on Cliff, and this is going to be my unboxing kind of review of the Haslab Skystriker. It's got some vintage Joes here who are kind of appropriate for it, and then, you know, we got, oh, there he is. Ghetto Stalker, as I call him, because it's a Stalker and Ripcord's body. But we got vintage Ace, vintage Shipwreck, and vintage Ripcord. Got us a Micro Machines F14. It's been holding me over while I wait. And then, you know, I've got the big Millennium Falcon here. Juan and Chewie are in there. What the hell are they doing on the outside of the Falcon? Get them off of there, Chewie. No, got some more Joes. Got a X-Wing here for an example. Got a Skystriker. Got the Haslab Razor Crest over there. Some jets, some pilots just waiting in the wings for some comparison kind of stuff. But yeah, so if you've seen any of my videos, I'm usually like really negative about what Hasbro's been doing lately. So there's probably going to be a lot of negativity towards Hasbro in this. If you don't want to hear that, you know, I would avoid this video. But unlike most of my videos, this is something that I don't really feel like the price is too bad on. It's really only as bad as it is because they want $20 per O-ring figure, and there's like 7 of them in here. So that's like $140 of it right there. I've never had a Skystriker. You know, I love the F-14. You know, Top Gun's a great movie, that kind of thing. I used to play tons of video games like Jet Fighter 2 on the computer, where, you know, mostly I was playing as an F-14. So I've always wanted a Skystriker. I've always wanted like a 1/18 scale F-14, and now I've got one. Hopefully everything's alright. I will say that UPS did not, they just dropped it off and left. You mean like I didn't even have enough time to go out there and go get it, or, you know, to go sign for it or anything like that. They just dropped it off and left. So everybody who has been showing like the footage of like the condition of their Skystrikers and stuff, yeah, man, I can understand why. UPS, FedEx is being, you know, kind of shitty about it. And if I were Hasbro, I'd be getting some money back on that shipping. You mean like they're not getting anybody to sign anything. So if you paid extra, you know, you should be getting your money back on that. That's what I would do. I also want to say, like, I'm not really for the Haslab projects, because like having to wait this long for a toy you pay up front for, that's bullshit. You know, we shouldn't be having to do that, and the wait gets so fucking annoying for me, especially towards the end. I'm like Cartman waiting for the Wii, you know. And I don't mean like I'm just, oh, I'm so entitled or anything like that. I just mean like, I just can't help it. Like, it's annoying to pay that much up front for something, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. They didn't have to wait, but you do. You know? I don't like that. But recently, with like some of their Dungeons and Dragons figures they released, they didn't even do a pre-order. They just posted them. Like, oh, hey, we got new figures, you know? And they were just there in stock, so I hope they kind of start doing that more. But, so anyways, let's get on to the unboxing this baby. First of all, so far everything on the package looks like I'm looking around. Trying not to show my address or anything, but so far everything looks like it's not like damaged. But this right here, that's not a good sign when you're calling your items premium and you got like typos on it, unless there really is a form side. But yeah. So let me get this on the tripod. This probably sounds like make a bunch of noise doing this. I'm trying to do this all like in one go, not like have to edit it, and try not to do, you know, like an hour or two of footage. But you never know. I'm already at 4 minutes, so we'll see. I got my little my little meat cleaver letter opener. Cool thing about this is that it's actually like 1/12 or 1/6 scale, so like 12-inch figures. You can kind of get away with it at 1/12 scale, but the handle on it is so thick. You mean like... But anyways, on to this. Huh? I don't think I can... I might have to lift it all the way. Nope, there we go. Also, I hope my audio is good. Like, I don't know if this phone picks up everything I'm saying, but I mean, it's not like crucial, so. The other thing is, I don't know if I'll post this like right away, because you know, everybody who's got one who's going to post a video, they're already kind of doing that, so might kind of wait. Like I have a Galactus video for my Haslab Galactus that I haven't posted yet, because I'm still kind of editing it. I already got the video shot, but see, I think I can set that down. Yeah, baby! Skystriker! Anybody can fly a Skystriker, especially me. Let's see, what's this? Oh, wow. That's awesome. Dude. You know what that is? It's like laminated or whatever, like glossy white cardboard. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Actually, it's kind of useful though. You got lines on it for stuff. You can probably use this for customizing and stuff. They probably figured that out. You know, like yeah, you know, angle some light onto something. I don't know. Is it really? It kind of is. Let's set it F. Where right there. All right. Let's get in there a little bit. Yeah. That looks nice. Was it Wayne Ruthel and J. Brad Armbruster? Armbruster, eh? It's kind of a weird name. Oh, I like this. Oh, check that out. And they said open form side. What the? Was this the right side or not? Like, look at that. That's awesome. I like how that was a good idea, Hasbro. I like that one. Oh wow, all the labels are underneath that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show that again. Let's see what we got here. We got some baggies with I guess those are the effects probably. Yeah. We got our people. We got our little tiny people. We got our stand. I love this. The boxes to these. Let me go ahead and get this one out. I think I can tilt it back a little without it all falling out. But I love that. That is awesome. And it's kind of cool that it's not an aircraft carrier. That it's like an actual landing field. Because you can use it for other jets. You know, I mean, even if it was an aircraft carrier, you could use it for other jets. But, you know, it'll make more sense, I guess. But I like that. That is a nice touch. All right, they need to do more stuff like that. I guess you know what? I'll go ahead and get it all out of here. And then let me try to tilt that. We'll see it better in a minute, but that's cool though. They all look like they're in good condition. There's a rip right on top. It's not like he's my favorite G.I. Joe or anything. Obviously, you know, like you know, Shipwreck's my favorite G.I. Joe. But man, this original ripcord. I mean, that is one of the coolest looking G.I. Joes they've ever made. And then now you got them in Night Force colors. Like, oh man, I just can't wait. It's like, holy shit, doppelgangers, you know. But let me set this down. Let me get this out of the way. Yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna set the people here. Just kind of off camera. I'll set the other one there for now. And then, Chippy, you're gonna have to move over. There we go. Let's yeah, you're not gonna sit there, are you, Ace? Oh, you kinda will, okay. Bring old Stalker. Old ripcord. Wow. Let me take this thing out of this little handle tray thing and show you what was underneath. That's kind of neat. It's got its own little tray. It's all those Cobra logos and stuff. These are like really nice decals. I'm pretty sure it's like the clear back. I hope it's the clear back. Oh my gosh, it would suck if it wasn't. But it looks like it is. This looks like that clear. It's not on yellow like older model kit ones. Well, I mean, even newer model kits, I guess, do that. Nice. Anytime, baby. Got some cool little graphics here. Oh yeah, it definitely is on clear because all that. They probably already said that too. And then, what is this one? Ooh, yeah. Oh, nice. I like that. That is sick. These are sick. Nice. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, right. No. No. Where is it? I thought I saw U.S. Navy somewhere, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah, I'm not seeing U.S. Navy anywhere. That's weird. I thought one of these had said Navy. That sucks. But, you know, that's lovable. I mean, it should just say G.I. Joe anyway, so. Oh, obviously, G.I. Joe colors, right? There's a little bit of instructions. Just that one sheet, and then sticker placement, and ooh. But man, this is that really thin paper, so this is very cheap feeling, but, you know, this is nicely printed, so looks pretty cool. Sick. Like I said, I've never had a Skystriker before, or even an in-scale, you know, F14 for these figures. So this is new for me. Pretty happy about it. You know, worst part was the weight. The price could have been better. You know, I don't see why they're not just, now that we've done the Haslab. Oops, sorry. You mean, like, okay, the people who, like, I've only backed one, right? But there's people who probably backed 5. All these people who back this thing, you would think, and then look, they even have, normally Haslab things have 14 up. This has got 4 up, right? If that's just aesthetic, and it really is for 14 up or something like that, that sucks, but it's like, why don't you just take out more pre-orders on these things? Now that you have the mold for it, or now that you have the whatever, you know, the stuff set up for it, you mean, let's get everybody who wants one, let's get them one. It doesn't make sense not to. Don't make this some kind of exclusive thing that only these people one time ever get, or like they have to wait another 10 years for these things to show up, you know, or like Halley's Comic kind of shit. You know, yeah, let's get one for everybody. It's pretty nice. I like these kind of side details where it's like the actual toy. But that looks like a digital render, actually. Just going off of the cockpit, the way the glossiness of it looks, or the shininess of it right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's digital render. If you look at Ace, it's not gonna, doesn't want to autofocus. But yeah, that's definitely a digital render right there. And then yeah, when you see the wings on there, that's digital render. Digital render. Let's see the back of it. Oh yeah, I like that line art kind of stuff too. The autofocus on this thing is very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's open this baby. It is taped up, okay. I thought someone said it wasn't taped up. Oh yeah. Anticipation. Let's get this over just a little. Okay. It's gonna be coming up out of it, so. Oh, you know what? That's probably what they meant by open form side. Is this? Oh my gosh. Come on, let go. Yes. Okay, box is empty. We got this baby out. Ooh, look at those. Removable engine details. Very cool. What's down there? Nothing? It's just hollow in there. That's kind of weird, though. You mean all the parts are over there in these box, or in that box over there? You know, this one. But then this is in here, so hopefully, you know, they do release it retail, you know, for everybody. Hold on, I'm trying to get this up in there. And all that stuff, I guess, will be filled in here somewhere. I got what are these, elastic? I know it's those cloth ones. Okay, they're cotton or whatever. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these things out. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it's not taped in. Let's see. What do I think this? Oh yeah. All those are taped together. I don't want to ruin this box because like I can probably use it for other stuff. Yeah. Ooh, baby. It's hollow, right? You mean like I can put my pinky all the way up in there, right? But that's fine. I'll just save them on material. But that is nice. Just like the fact that it can like pull out and they're like working on it. I mean, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, get this one out. There we go. That one came out a little bit easier. Ooh. Are they different? There might be like an R and an L on them, but hopefully they're just universal and you can just plug them in either one. Very nice. Alright. Now, is this on the underside? Yeah, just a little. Should probably just cut those, but it's a simple knot. That's nothing. I'm holding it on the other side too. It's not gonna fall. I'm just gonna loosen those, I guess. I don't know if I'm talking loud enough. It's probably like a real silent whispering kind of shit. But oh yeah. Let's see what all is on just the main body. Cool. It's already got the landing gear. Nice. That's very nice. I didn't know it was gonna have like a little spring to it. That's the wings going. Notice what didn't move when I did that. That's pretty sweet. It sucks that you're gonna have this edge, and then making it like kind of jagged like that was kind of dumb. They should have made a panel line there. Even if there's not really a panel line there, they should have made a panel line there. Very nice. Look at that air brake. Oh, gotta slow down. Ooh, I like that. How that's in a different plastic, that white over that gray. Oh, let me drop it and break it. That'd be great. No, I'm just saying. It's pretty thick plastic here. It's not like the Razor Crest over there. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Basically mirrored on that side, but still, that's nice. I like that. Gives you options, which side of the jet you're going to be working on that day. Is there any underneath? What is this? Oh, that's the front landing gear. Really? That's the front landing gear? What? Is that like I'm going to have to look that one up. Yeah, let me not pull that out. That probably has like a button somewhere, right? I should look it up. That's nice. Oops. Oh, it's very stiff though. I'm going to be careful with that. But the landing gear is right there. I just always thought the landing gear was up here on F-14. I guess because of the cockpit they can't do that. But that's something I never noticed. If you know what I mean, like, I guess I wasn't really paying attention. The cockpit's all empty. Ooh, that was nice. I like that system that it's on, that little bubble. It comes up. Oh wait, what the hell? Okay. It's got like an extra thing too, where it can do like this. So, very nice. But got a little bit of dust in there. Is that a removable piece? That looks like it's removable right there. Oops. This thing almost looks like that would slip out of there. I'm not even getting like inside the cockpit at all. Very cool. I have to get used to that, the way that cockpit closes. Let's get this down. And then let me see those instructions. Okay, lower landing gear. Unclip the tail hook and slide the tail hook control lever back to retract the landing gear. Huh. Okay, it is on a slot. Very cool. Oh yeah, erection. Boing. Very cool. And then it's still up. You mean, so it's not like, you mean like you don't even have to, they tell you to unclip it to do that, but like, I think if you're pulling on it the right way, you don't necessarily have to, but it's probably better to do. Oh, come on. It's like, it's not rubber, it's plastic, and it's got a little, like you could put an imprint of your fingernail on it, but, you know, still, that's still nice stuff. It'd have been nice if the pistons and stuff on here were in that dark gray plastic that's under here, this color. You mean, or even better yet, like some kind of metallic wash, like the stuff on the Mandalorian got. That would have been awesome. But I mean, it's still nice, So it's a pretty decent length, and that's without the wings on it. But you can still see it, you know, tip to tail, pretty much. That's nice. Let me get these parts out. Ace, what do you think? Better than nothing, I guess. No, you son of a bitch. like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. Can't wait to. Oh, you gotta do like this. You gotta do one of those. Can't wait to fly. Yeah, rub your hand on it. I'm probably a little more excited for it than I should be at like 37 years old, but I don't care. Here, let's see. We'll get a bag. Oh, it's taped. Okay. Good. Pretty sure that's some fire in there. Bright ass orange in there. Here's the wings. I like this wonton paper that they use. It's pretty. It's not like cheap. It's not like the kind you get at the Chinese restaurant. It's like thicker. This is more like fancier, kind of like a Hallmark kind of stuff. Can I get that out of there? Look at that. How's it? Okay, just barely in there. Little tab holding it in. Oops, you can't even see it. The little tab. This is very hollow. This feels like a McDonald's. This feels like a Walmart toy. You know, like a Kid Connection, right here. Like in terms of plastic quality, the weight to it, the way the plastic feels. It has kind of like a. It's not like glossy. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like an older G.I. Joe vehicle. It's not that. You mean, it's not that harder ABS kind of stuff. This is probably. I would say it's probably the PVC, but it's not soft enough, really. It probably still is ABS, but I mean, it's just. You'd have to hold it in hand to know what I'm talking about. And you'd have to hold those Walmart toys in hand to know what I'm talking about, too. Like Kid Connection, which I like Kid Connection. I'm not trying to knock them, I'm just saying it. And so obviously this thing also has that same feel. Very light. Like this feels lighter than one of the motorized backpacks. You mean? Like I've got the helicopter motorized backpack for the Cobra one. This feels lighter than that. You mean? It's hollow underneath, but enough of the topside details kind of show underneath, and it's actually different. Okay. In some parts, or at least right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's good. It's good. This is still nice. But it is starting to make me think that, well, the price is a little bit too high for what you're getting. Because the way this feels, this is the right kind of plastic. I mean, this is what these probably should have been made out of. I mean, this feels more substantial. I mean, I like that ball on there. It's a nice. Oh, and it's got a little lock nut. That's nice. Very nice. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. All right, I'm gonna do the wings first, I believe. Let me get off of my haunches there. Where are you, knife? There you go. Okay, that's the tips, I believe. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Very nice. Very nice. America, baby! just fucking with you guys. That's cool. This is the only thing I don't like about the wings, really, is this to save on plastic kind of thing they do. It's like, you know, can we please get an actual wing to a jet toy at some point? Let's see, these are the tail fins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all of them. Even the top ones. You got the sides and the tops. Okay, set it like that. And let's see, this one, I guess, next. That's my dog. Then she needs to go outside. Hold on. Okay, got her situated. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, missiles, okay. Missiles. Just loaded down with armament in there. Bombs. I guess I can hold it up to the light. Yeah, okay. Bombs in the fuel tank. I'm gonna set that down. Let's see these effects. Same kind of situation. They're each in their own little kind of pocket. Oh, here we go. Let's not spill it all out. These are some parts we're gonna need. Got the little what do you call that? The it's like a camera, but like reconnaissance package or whatever. Like goes on the the little on the nose. That's cool. It's a short little ladder. Yeah. This is a cover, I think, for this. No, I guess not. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Pretty sure it's for that first thing though that I looked at. You got the little extra missile holders, I think. What do we got in this one? Something in yellow. Oh, these are more flame effects. Yeah. Or missile effects, I guess. These are the guns. These are the missiles. Pretty sure. Let's go with this last one. Thought I cut right through that tape. Man, I am totally missing it. What we got? What we got? Yeah. Okay. Seats with a little bit of a parachute sticking out. Kind of a little bit frayed there on the parachute. I don't know if it's not focusing on it, but yeah. Oops, dropped the other one. That one's not bad at all. This one, it's not bad. It's just, it's like, you know, something to kind of take note of. Like if it unravels or anything like that. Very nice. I'm liking those. What was the other thing in this last one? Hold on. Oh, here we go. The black tail fins, which I was wondering. When I saw these ones, I was like, wait a minute. I thought they were black, but I guess those are all stickers that you put on them, but no. I guess the Cobra ones are separate. Or if the... Oh, wait. Yeah, they're normally black. I was going to say the Cobra ones. Wait, they're normally... What is that? They gave you a spare cockpit. I believe, right? Like, that's not different, is it? No, it looks the same. Sorry, Ace. I didn't mean to knock you over. Huh. That's neat that they give you a spare cockpit. If it is a spare, if there's not some subtle difference that I don't realize, that maybe it makes it more vintage accurate. Set that down. Look at the rest of these flames. That's more flame. It's a bright orange in here, so you know it's some flames. Oh yeah. For the I can't can't even think of the word. Ejector seat exhaust. Oh wow, yeah. Some carrots. No, these are very cool. That's neat. I believe they're they've got like a thing like plugged in there. I don't think that goes all the way through, but it's probably to help light them up. You mean, or like to get light down them. It kind of works because it kind of like makes the tip light up. I held it up to a light. These are very cool. They're very pointy. Let's crumble that in front of the camera a little bit more. That one's empty. Oh, what we got? Oh yeah, that's extra cockpit. I'm gonna leave that in that bag. Get all these missiles out, I guess. Start with these big bombs. Big old Phoenix missiles. Or I think that's, yeah, those are Phoenix. Ooh, I'm just dropping though. They probably don't call them Phoenix missiles for this, but I'm pretty sure from when I made model kits of F-14s back in the day, pretty sure that's what these were. Pile all this wonderness. What do we got right here? Some fuel tanks, I believe. I think that's what those dots on them are. They don't have any fins on them, so I'm assuming they're not like bombs or missiles or anything. Pretty sure that's a fuel tank, though. See, it's got those things on them, too. I mean, like, I think those are wing fuel tanks or something like that. I don't, you know. My dad was in the Navy. Like, I should know these things, but... And like I said, I built F-14 model kits a lot. Like, I had at least 3 of them. Like, one big one and 2 of those kind of 1/44 scale ones that, you know, the cheaper kind of ones that kids usually do. But I had, like, a big one at one point. Got 4 Sparrows, I think. Those are either Sparrows or Aims or Sidewinders, maybe. These are probably Sidewinders. I don't know. We'll see what these last ones are. You go, like the smaller ones. These are kind of like the ones over there on the Rattler. I'll get those. I'll compare them at some point. Yeah, these are probably the Sparrows, and those are probably the Sidewinders. But I'll look at the thing here and see what it says. 18 is the Creeper, actually. These are called Creepers. Where's that one? Sight 5, Creeper, short range, air intercept missiles. Pretty sure that's a Sparrow. And then Sight 3, Sterling, medium range. Where did it say? Medium range air intercept missiles. I'm pretty sure it's Sidewinder. And then Sight 3Z, Merlin, long range air intercept missiles. Phoenix, baby. Pretty sure. 3 was reserve external fuel tank, and then it doesn't show the other ones. Yeah, I don't see them on here. So I'm pretty sure that's what they are. They're smaller, like wing fuel tanks or something like that, like up in here or something. I don't know. We'll see. Let me go ahead and open this all the way. I think that's a more missile plume kind of stuff. I don't know why they have it separate from those. It's probably a size thing, like certain size fits certain things. We'll set those off. Okay, I'm gonna put the wings together. Okay, how do you do this? How do you put these wings in? Hey, here's something that's kind of weird. In the instructions, it's telling you you're supposed to insert the canopy in there. Like you were having to put it in yourself, but this one already has a canopy on. Kind of weird. I wonder if they thought they were going to do it that way and then decided, hey, you know, we should probably go ahead and put the canopy on it anyways and just give them a spare. Which would be cool, you know. That'd be very considerate and nice of them to do. You know. I mean, the way they did these boxes like this, that was unexpected. I don't remember seeing that in the, you know, before they went into production. But obviously the wings just, you know, slot in or plug in. And there's only one way to go in, and it's pretty obvious which side they go in. But send the wings out. Ooh. I guess I should leave them in lock. No. Pretty sure they need to be out. Okay. We're going to try to do this like so. Yeah, I just wanting to push those back in though. I'm trying to do it on camera. I'm probably going to, like I'm going to put my finger in on that side. It's probably going to hurt. It's like cut right through my finger. Wow. I guess you got to put them in while they're in. Yeah. I guess that's easier to do, is put them in while they're in still. Like, or, you know, sweat back. It just feels wrong though. A little bit of flash or stringing, as I would call it for 3D printing, but see, yeah, it's not wanting to. I don't want to force it and break it. That would, you know, suck. That's kind of weird how this little slot in there is going to line up with that thing there at the front, but it's not like it moves back. We'll see. There we go. It's not all the way in. Oops, now it's in. Yeah, they split back. It just looks weird without the tail on it though. Wait, let me put these landing gear. No, I'm gonna leave them down so I can set it down. Okay, obviously these only go in one way. And it probably doesn't matter about having the wings back or forward. I say that and then kind of makes you want to put them forward. Nice. Didn't feel like it was going to break or anything. It just kind of took a moment of forcing it in. Nice. It's loud when it goes in, but at least it goes in. Here's what I'm worried about though. Are these easy to swap out? Like if I put these in and then I go, oh, I want the black ones. You mean like, is it going to be easy to take out and put back in? So kind of wanting to hold off on those. Oh, you know, one thing I didn't do, put these engines in. They can't fly without these. Let's see. They show you just shoving them in. They go in a certain way though, right? Yeah, they screw in, don't they? Okay. They just push in. Or no. I keep like, oh, they just do this. Nope. They got a little notch. Oh wow, you're not gonna be able to see it. It's right there. It's hard to see though. Okay, it went in. But man, get that. Okay, never mind. It comes out pretty easy. I guess just the first fit's gonna be kind of tough. Man, that is just really tight. Trying to get it lined up before I even push. That way, just push in. There we go. Nice. All right, second one went in much easier. Dang, I kind of want to put the plain gray ones on. Let's see, hopefully it's not like a pain getting it back out. And then I don't see any like L or R on it. Let me look in the instructions again. Where I put them. it doesn't say anything about them. It just shows you they go in. That's it. They go in. Hopefully they're mirrored. I'll sit. I'm just gonna set that bad boy down. I'm trying to like look at the bases of them to see if they line up exactly. Oops, let me not drop them. Everything looks identical except for there's like an angle to them. These are kind of coming in. These are coming in. I'm assuming okay, there's a little bit of a slant going this way, a little bit of a slant going that way. So they're going to go in I think. Yeah. Okay, I think that's how it's going to go in. I'm going to put the regular ones in. Hopefully they pop back out pretty easy. Wow. It does not feel like they're going to come back out real easily. That one wants to go in there easier than the other side, so maybe it'll come back out easier. It's just, it looks like it's at an angle. It came back out. It came out pretty easy, putting it in and out. So it's in, it's out. But I think it's supposed to be on this side. It's just, doesn't really want to go on that side. I just want to see if it's going to be up and down on that side, which I think it is. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be straight up and down and not angled, right? I was looking at the box. Actually, on the box, they're kind of angled out. So let me just try that the way I was putting it in. It goes in much easier that way. It's just, that doesn't look right. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be straight up and down, and I bet if I swap them out, they will be. Let me get the landing gear up. They come off easy. So that's gonna go on that side. It feels like I'm forcing it though on this side. Man, is the tip of this rubber? No. The nose cone isn't rubber. I was gonna set it on the ground, but oh, I hope I'm not putting them in wrong and they're, because it feels like I'm having to force that. And it's not wanting to come back out. Shit. Let me look at these instructions. Again, just to be sure. I'm going to set that down on the floor. Engine doors, huh? They're calling something on here an engine door. And I don't see what they're talking about. It says engine door. Place the 2 tabs of engine doors, right, into the slots above engine detail. Snap engine doors down. They open and close easily. Use a rocking motion. Insert the tabs of the tail fins into the slots to the rear of the jet. That makes sense. Engine doors. What the fuck is the engine doors? And it says they go into the top of the engine, right? Like, is that on these? Oops, I'm sorry. These are hollow. There's no door on these. You know what I mean? Like, what? Hasbro, you're gonna drive me insane trying to find out what the hell an engine door is You mean like, I don't mean to be rude, but who writes this stuff? Form side? What the fuck is form side? You mean like engine doors? What the fuck is engine doors? Not necessarily. These are what I'm assuming are the engine doors now. But they're not on top of the engines, and I can't seem to get them open. Oh, here we go. Actually, those are, I think, more air brakes, but fuck if I know. All right. Landing gear back out. Instructions. Oh, well, yeah, let me put in the... these are both the same. Looks to be. Yeah. They go in pretty easy. I should have showed that, but it's all like slotted nicely and just punches in. Just notice the joystick, but it's like way down in there. And it's on like a little ball socket. That's nice. Oh, I wish I could show that. I don't think I can. Oh yeah, you can see it. The little ball socket there for the joystick. It's pretty stiff too right now, so hopefully over time that'll kind of, a little loose is what I want, but not too loose. So I guess now I'm going to put on these other little extra bits. And here we go, just the chin pod. And then those weapons tabs. You know, just gonna plug that in there, and then I don't know if I have to have the weapons tabs in, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. So we'll see how that goes, and then anything else that needs to go on. I'm probably gonna put like all the extra missiles on the stand right now. Here we go. That goes underneath that. See, I wouldn't know that. And then okay, the ladder goes on there. That's cool. And then awesome. Okay, shows you that drags that off. Okay. Well, we'll see how that looks. So, okay, it just pulls off of there. And you can put that there, like that. And I guess pulls that back off. They have a little bit of engine detail. That's cool. But then it's like, well, then where do you set this then? I don't know. It's pretty cool. All right, and the little ladder. They just show it dangling like that. Okay. So we got that. It's got a little hole. Lighting. There we go, we got that. Set that off to the side. What goes up there on top of that? There's one big one, or is it just... Here, let me see that real quick. I'm assuming... Oh yeah, let's just drop that. Let's see the box does not show these on there at all, which is cool because, like I said, they need to re-release the Skystriker. Just take these things out, you know, all the little extras. That's nice. That's got a little peg there on the side. Yeah, let's not put both of. Okay, well that's not cool. So all the Phoenix missiles all have the stickers applied to, or the paint apps or whatever, to one side. So when you go to put them on the jet, you don't have like a left and right side. That right there, not cool. I mean, like, it's not a deal breaker, I guess, but you know, it's just something that you're kind of like, it makes me wish I was the one who put the stickers on it instead. I mean, they're not stickers, it's paint, but like it makes me wish those were stickers instead. Loaded down. All right, let's hook it back up to this. And that back here up to the side, and then I'm going to take, I'm going to leave 2 of each. I'm going to Noah's Ark it. I'm going to take 2 off, put them on here. This is cool. This looks like it's a part of the flag. You mean like, it looks like that tower to the flag, the color-wise. And then, oh, look, you got like a little, I can put stuff there. I can set stuff to put it there. Like, I guess that's for, look at that. They fit right in there. You probably put all your little effects in there, you know. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. That still feels weird doing that cockpit. It's got like a double joint to it almost. Flip her over. I'm going to take this. It only goes in one. See, and that's something else. I don't know if these things turn in real life, but as a toy, I would make it to where it could turn. It can turn a little by hand, but you're twisting it. Because this is soft, kind of rubbery stuff. But, oh man. And then, let me see something real quick before I do this. Okay, it goes in there. I was about to say. It looked like that was what was supposed to be the hole, right? But apparently it's like a screw hole they covered up. But no, it's that one. And that looks like that has a screw down in there, but it doesn't, you know? Anyways, let's put this back on there. But that sucks, though. That means in order to move it around the ship, you have to take that out of there. But hopefully these are all the same size. Not that that's how they actually pull them out. It wants to go in there. It kind of starts to. Not that that's how they actually pull these things around, but put those back up. And see, do these things go... They angle outwards. So like that's going to be wrong. But that's going to be right. I think they gave you options. You have either this smaller one can go in or that larger one. Because I don't see any other spots to put the smaller ones if I put these big ones in. So that's neat. Wow, that's kind of weird to see on this. It says made in Vietnam. Yeah, there you go. Made in Vietnam. Nice. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I better not do that. They'll be like, oh, copyright strike. Yeah, let's put these missiles and stuff on, man. Let's get some shit on this. Let's load her out. Big fuel tank right there in the middle. Right? Doesn't it? Man, everything's so tight on this. Okay, it goes in. I don't really want to push it in too far. Oops. It seems good. It's above the wheels. It's not going to drag. I think that's where they would go. Yeah, they'd probably go here on the wing. I'll go ahead and put these babies on. I like these ones because it adds two more points instead of just the... I keep wanting to hum the theme, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I better not. I guess you could put these on the outside. Put them there for long range, whatever. I'm gonna put these big ones. Which I'm pretty sure I'm right about Sidewinder, Sparrow. When I say I'm pretty sure, watch, I'm gonna be absolutely wrong. Oh, okay, it's got 2 more for up here. Let's do that. And then we'll put we're doing a long range mission. We're gonna put some extra fuel on her. It's probably not where they go. They're probably supposed to go right here. Let me do that. It makes sense. Like, yeah, you'd have all your fuel tanks there in the middle. Or I don't know. Or any of these bombs, or these might be rocket pods. I don't know. Or I'm pretty sure they're fuel. But with imagination, they could be anything. They could be. These are all tactical nukes. Nice. It does describe them as bombs on the box. It says 12 missiles and 3 bombs. Pretty sure. Pretty sure they're fuel tanks, but don't quote me on that. That baby's big. Mama jet, mama jet. It's got to like suckle on the teats. That's awesome. It's just so cool having an F-14. I haven't even gotten to the figures yet. I'm like, man, let's see some ace. Where does this clip to? I just noticed something. I just broke it. It's a removable panel. I didn't break it. I've seen where people have already shown that too. I just remembered it by seeing that, but that's so cool. Little fuel port. And the paint on it now. Like now that I popped it out of there, it's not going to line up like it. They might have looked like that before I popped it off. These look like they pop off too. Like look, like right there. Oops, I can't even get it on camera. Right there, it looks like a tab, almost like it comes off of there. But I'm not gonna risk it. It's like your guns. I can't remember. You got dual guns. But let's pop it open. I was trying to see what does that clip on? I guess it clips onto one of the missiles. And you do it like that. It seems like real not safe. If that's what you're supposed to do. Let me look at the thing again. Yeah, they don't show it on there. I don't see it on the box. I guess it's just supposed to do that? Fuck. I mean, you know, like, I hate it when they don't show it on the box, because, I mean, it's not just popping right out to me like what it's supposed to do. I mean, this little clip does just about fit onto that missile, and I think I've seen someone do this, where you've got it clipped like this, and like these hold the feet, but the way it's angled, I mean, it sits like that. Fuck if I know. I was gonna show him like, doot, doot, doot. Let me get up in there. Vintage Ace, not freaking doppelganger over there. I'm sure. If I can get his legs in, he's got really loose knees. And I know everybody's probably like, you're supposed to take the seat out first. You're supposed to do it this way. And it's like, yeah, but I want to see if it'll go in like this. Yeah. He's going in there. He even put his right hand around the stick. Oops. Trying not to pop your helmet off while I was doing that. There we go. That was all out of focus. He looks good in there, though. He looks good. Just like flies off. Harriers out. Very cool. Very cool. Ace, I'm gonna get you out of there though, because I'm gonna look at these new figures. Take this little empty box out. slide that over here. Oops. Drop some of my parts over there. Ripcord. Looking awesome. The first thing that pops out to me is that like the sculpts on these look a little soft. Like maybe they did take the old figure to make the new figure. But it's hard to tell in the package. I'll get it out in a second. Special swivel arm battle grip. Special. I love this. It's like the tab is still in there or whatever. Get his little gear in there. I like that he's got a black rifle this time. But it looks like it's that rubbery material. It's already like bent in there. Or like warping. Like I don't know if you can see the barrel is like starting to point downward. So that sucks. But man. That's awesome. And then there we go. Halo Jumper. Wallace A. Weems. Very cool. I would read all that, but I don't really want to just... I was kind of like crouching. Let's see if I can do this. Halo Jumper, high altitude, low opening, codename Ripcord, file name, Weems, Wallace A. Primary specialty, airborne infantry. See, I can't do it. Secondary specialty, demolitions. Birthplace, Columbus, Ohio. Grade, E4. Ripcord joined the Civil Air Patrol in high school. Discovered skydiving and joined the G.I. Joe team so he could jump from much higher altitudes. Ripcord jumps and drops like a rock for thousands of feet and opens his chute at the last possible moment to avoid visual and electronic detection. Member, Night Force Covert Team specializing in nighttime surveillance and defensive operations. Qualified expert, machine gun, medium arms. Like, oh, machine gun, medium arms. That was falling off camera, but like, you're supposed to list out certain kinds of guns. Come on, man. Night Force operates stealthily in environments where the team is usually outnumbered and outgunned. The vanguard of the Night Force covert team, Ripcord, lands with impossible silence, cloaked in total darkness before disappearing into the night. What he does once he hits the ground, you don't want to hear about. He kills people. That's what he fucking does. He kills them terrorists. Night Force. Very cool. And it looks almost like the neon kind of orange. Like if you hit this with a black light, like almost like that lights up. Very cool. I like the little detail on his gear for that. It'd be nice if they picked it out in like a little bit of paint on there, but I don't think they will. And look, this is bending backwards, just taking it out. Like, it's not like it was bent in there. I think it's just warping. I'll tell you this, though. Do you notice that there's like this like powder kind of dust on it? Like factory dust? You know, the factories. But, I don't know. I've gotten the Haslab Razor Crest and the Haslab Galactus, and I haven't gotten like super sick or anything like that. So I'm not trying to like accuse anybody. I just, you know, something to be thinking about. But if you're like a carded collector and you're wanting this to be super pristine, I don't think it's going to be. I think this is about as pristine as you're going to get it. You're going to have like these little bits of, I mean, and this is actual like, you know, like gunk or something. It's like little bits of white that have touched onto the black. It's not supposed to be like that. For instance, well, he doesn't have as much black on that side, but you know, it's wiping away on Cobra Ground Crew here. Cobra Ground Crew. You know, I would have much rather have gotten mustard and ketchup instead of the Cobra Ground Crew and the Cobra Trooper. I would have much rather gotten them. Especially considering that this is their body, other than the head, but man, it's so cool to get this though. He'll be, you know, like at that copper rattler over there. He'll be landing them soon. Ramp rat. Let me see if I can do this. Oops, I'm about to knock all that over on him. Cobra Ground Crew, codename Ramp Rat, file name unknown, primary military specialty, aircraft technician, secondary military specialty, weapons technician, birthplace various countries, grade 4, E4 or equivalent. Each Ramp Rat member of the Cobra Ground Crew is responsible for refueling, maintaining, and marshaling Cobra's arsenal of aircraft. They also outfit the vehicles with their full ordnance. While Ramp Rats don't serve on the front lines, working as a member of Cobra Ground Crew can be just as dangerous with deadly consequences for a poor job performance. You don't want to be a Ramp Rat who has to explain to Wild Weasel why his missile didn't detonate on impact. You'll wind up with the Under the Ground Crew. Nice. That was fucking nice. I like that. Kudos to whoever wrote that. You mean, like, I'm surprised someone at Hasbro managed to write that. And I kind of think I know who that would be. Also made in Vietnam on the figures. That's pretty sweet. That's good. It's like maybe they're figuring out that they can get us a better price if they make it in Vietnam instead of China. Like, for whatever reason. Like, maybe China's prices are just going up or something. Not for individual retail sale. No barcode on this baby. But man, like, look at how on Ace, he's got like green on him. Like, that makes me want to like almost paint the green on him. And then I'm looking at Scarlet. It looks like her pouches aren't actually supposed to be painted in. They're the color of her jumpsuit. But I was thinking, like, man, they look like they need like a touch of white or this same color that's on her belly. Like how for Ace, he's got the red, so he's got red on the pouches. But he's also got red on the neck, and she's got blue on the neck. So her pouches matching that blue makes sense for this pattern in a sense, but I don't know. Still, I really like that lad. You'll wind up with the Under the Ground Crew. That was nice. Was not expecting that. Let's see, who's next out? Ace. Oh yeah, fighter pilot, codename Ace. Brad, Ace, Armbruster. Or Armbruster, probably. Again, it's got like this little bit of the factory powder. It could be just a little bit of paper coming off on this, or like little fragments, particles of it. But yeah, man, that looks good. Again, the green. I mean, it's gray on here. It's green on here, though. So, kind of weird. He's got, like, Christmas colors right here. That looks like a snowman with fucking green and red lederhosen or something. Wow. Pristine new bubble. The funny thing is, though, I was going to say, for a moment, he almost looked like he was made to look like a yellowed Ace. It almost matched, but I'm looking at like Ace's arms here, which aren't as yellowed. And he's a little more white on this one, but this is obviously, you know, from the 80s, so it could be something like that. I do like the way that the plastic they use for the skin tone. I like the way that looks versus this. He looks like a little pale here in a way, like almost like his skin doesn't have enough blood in it or something. But right there, he looks pretty good. Looks a little healthier, I guess it would be a way of saying it. Again, like on the old one, that handle on that pistol should have been picked out in something, you know, like this gray or something. And it's like, that's probably like literally one drop of paint per figure. How much is that going to cost you? How many, is that like maybe one whole 250 milliliter bottle of a black or, you know, gray acrylic paint? Oh no, that's going to set Hasbro back. He's from Rhode Island, of course. He's from where they make the toys. Fighter pilot, codename Ace. File name, Armbruster, Brad J. Primary military specialty, fixed wing pilot, single and multiple engine. Secondary military specialty, intelligence operations. Birthplace, Providence, Rhode Island. Grade, 03, captain. Ace would rather fly than do anything else. During high school, he worked after school and weekends to pay for flying lessons. Spent 1 year flying pipelines in Alaska and 2 years stunt flying for movies. Enlisted in the Air Force at 22. Oh, Dusty. Wait, what? Oh, duty. Fuck, I can't even read. Duty most previous to G.I. Joe assignments. Senior instructor, pilot combat training school, qualified expert, Skystriker, XPF-14F, Battlecopter, Ghost Striker X-16, Conquest X30, Tigerhawk, Skyraven. Oh, I was going to say, is it even on camera? Ace has one major character flaw, cutthroat poker. A predilection to gambling, or for gambling, would ordinarily disqualify an applicant for G.I. Joe team, but in Armbruster's case, you can hardly call it gambling since he never loses. That's why we call him Ace. Man, that was fucking... that was brutal. I'm trying to read all that. Let's get a Scarlet. Oh, I was like, what? Who's under there? Just forgetting about Wayne. Counterintelligence, codename Scarlet. Very nice, very nice. I don't know, I think her head looks pretty good. I think it looks big for the body, because, you know, she's kind of short. And then it doesn't look like this at all. But, you know, it's okay. And, you know, really, as long as that helmet fits over it. But, you know, I do wish that instead of just copying Ace's body, that they would have given her at least a different torso. You know? Or, well, preferably torso and hips. I mean, because, like, look at her in the picture, right? And then look at Ace in the picture. I mean, well, you know, all I can say is that she looks thinner in hers than he looks in his. Like, he fills his out more than she does. So, you really can't see, like, her breasts or anything like that, like, you know, any kind of form to her body. Just a little bit of her hips. I mean, this little bit of hourglass right there. But, you know, that's not really that bad. They show her with a pistol on here, though. She should probably come with Ace's pistol. Because he's holding something else on his cover. It looks like he's holding this, actually. It's kind of funny. There we go. Oh, yeah, and sorry about my heater coming on. It's like 40 degrees outside. It's cold. But it's probably like... it probably sounds annoying right now. Counterintelligence. Codename Scarlet. File name O'Hara Shanna M. I was like, O'Hara or O'Hara? Primary military specialty, intelligence. Secondary military specialty, classified. She gets really good BJ. No, birthplace, Atlanta, Georgia. Grade, E5. Scarlet first learned martial arts from her father and 3 brothers who were martial arts instructors. She began her training at age 9 and was awarded a black belt at age 15. She graduated summa cum laude from 2 Ivy League universities and went on to excel in training courses at all 4 branches of the armed services. She's a fucking Mary Sue. Graduated advanced infantry training, Ranger School, special ed, or Ranger School, special ed, education, I guess. Covert Ops School, Marine Sniper School, Special Air Force or Air Service School, Marine Taekwondo Symposium. She is naturally gifted pilot who has flown in some of the most advanced military craft in the world. And aircraft in the world, and is one of the G.I. Joe team's helicopter pilots. She's a qualified expert in multiple weapons, including her trademark XK1 power crossbow, throwing stars, Gurrat. It just says Gurrat. K-bar. Scarlet is confident and resilient. It's remarkable. It's remarkable that a person is so deadly can still retain such a damn. I keep adding words. A sense of humor. I was trying to read it too fast is what it is. But, the thing about her flying, right? Well, I'm pretty sure that'd be her second military specialty. You mean? But then putting classified on there, it's like, that's so dumb. You mean, like, why isn't her name classified? But she's got a secondary military specialty that is? What could it be? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I said the thing about BJ's. Is like, they don't want to say how she got the job, like, that kind of thing. And, like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I'm just saying, like, the way they wrote that, it just reads like Rey, you know, didn't need any training. She's just, you know, super gifted at everything she fucking does. And you can say, well, that's just like Anakin. It's like, yeah, but he's the chosen one of a prophecy where it's like he's got a higher preposition. He's got a higher propensity for the Force. But I still love Scarlet. I'm not trying to say like I don't like her as a character. That, you know, I didn't mean to like compare her to Rey in that same way. Like, no, she's not. She's way more acceptable than, you know, Rey or anything like modern day stuff. Not that new Scarlet though. I didn't like the new Snake Eyes movie. Anyways, radar intercept officer, codename Failsafe. He's got Ripcord's face. You son of a bitch. You can't just copy the same figure in that comes with this. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's Ripcord's face. Oops, let me hear. Let's see if it'll. No, because he's smirking, and he kind of looks like serious. But it does look very similar. Like if they're going off of digital sculpts of these now, like they scanned him in and then, you know, they have the digital sculpt of him, they could take his head and then make this one from it, and that's kind of what it looks like, but I don't know. You know, like, there could have been a previous figure they copied for him. So, hopefully those will stay up there. But, yeah, he's pretty cool. He's got his little helmet with goggles on it. It's not really like a flight helmet like you'd expect with this body. He's got the same pistol it looks like as Ace. But I like his color, though. Like, this is really nice looking. And it's like he uses a lot of Ripcord, I think. Like, he doesn't have Ripcord's legs. Or he's got his lower legs, but he doesn't have his upper legs. He's got the same waist, I think. It looks the same. It looks like he's got the same arms. I think. Yeah, looks like. I don't know. I think, yeah, okay, I was going to say, I think vintage Ripcord might have different arms. But yeah, he looks good. I like it. Don't like that, though. Like, I'm going to open them, right? But, like, for the people who collect carded, you know, I know they wouldn't like this. It's like crease right here. Oh, look, it goes all the way across the back, too. It's hard to kind of show it, though. There it is. You can see it on the light. They're all full of lights. Let me see if I can read this. Radar Intercept Officer. Codename Failsafe. File name Ruthel Wayne. Sounds like ruthless. Primary military specialty. Fixed wing pilot. Single and multiple engine. Secondary military specialty. Flight instructor. Birthplace. Bethpage, New York. Funny thing, my brother dated a chick named Bethpage. Grade 03. Lieutenant. From the day he first got his hands on a computer, Failsafe was glued to the control stick of a flight simulator, using an almost preternatural awareness. I was going to say supernatural, but it's preternatural awareness. I said preternatural. Huh. Preternatural awareness of his surroundings and nimble reflexes to master near impossible maneuvers. That only eased up when Failsafe graduated to actual planes in the Navy. Actual planes in the Navy. Well, where his even-keeled demeanor and nerves of steel under most stressful situations rocketed him through the ranks of, and ultimately to the attention of G.I. Joe. The perfect counterpoint to Ace's brash confidence, Failsafe shifted his laser focus to serve as the Skystriker's radar intercept officer, Rio, working in flawless tandem with his pilot and best friend. Aw, they're buddies. His first solo combat sortie, I saw him thread the needle through a squadron of Cobra Rattlers, unleash a volley of return fire, and come out on the other side without a paint scratch. For important missions, you send Ace. For vital missions that absolutely have to succeed, you send Failsafe along with Ace to guarantee results. Failsafe, baby! You know, he kind of also... Well, I was going to say Sylvester Stallone, but maybe more Robert De Niro. You know, I'm not looking at this. I'm looking at, like, the figure. You talking to me? You talking to me? I mean, like, he kind of almost has a De Niro kind of look. Yeah. Set her down. Let's see. And what we got left? Cobra Trooper, Cobra Commander. Woo! Yeah. Let me do something with this stuff here. Put that out there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's start with Cobra Trooper. Cobra enemy with swivel arm battle grip. Cobra Trooper. You know, he looks okay. Looks like a Cobra Trooper. I like his gun. That's a pretty cool gun. This is one of the ones with the knees. He's got the knee pads on. And then I saw something... Oh, yeah, he doesn't have gloves on. So that's pretty cool. Cobra Trooper. Wow, at least he doesn't have as much, thankfully. Cobra Trooper, codename The Enemy. File name, unknown. Primary military specialty, infantry. Secondary military specialty, sabotage. Birthplace, various countries. Grade, E4 equivalent. One of the nameless, faceless legions of Cobra Command. Each Cobra is highly skilled in the use of explosives, various military small arms, sabotage, and martial arts, and the martial arts. Qualified expert. Machine pistol, submachine gun, sniper rifle, machine gun. Cobra swear absolute loyalty to their fanatical leader, Cobra Commander. Their goal to conquer the world for their own evil purpose. Yeah, pretty much. And the man, Cobra Commander. Let's see. With swivel arm battle grip. He's kind of purple. You mean like this blue on that they use for him? It's got like a bit of a purple tint to it. It might be because it's on the red card. The red backing of that is mixing with it, you know, like for my eyes. But like it really does. I mean, it really has like a lilac kind of color to him. You know, like light purple. And then that stupid shit. Like I'm supposed to fucking have Mickey Mouse ears on my damn Cobra Commander just because there was mistakes made back in the day and everybody thought, oh, that was so fucking funny. Like, damn it. You know, you blaspheme my G.I. Joe figure with Mickey Mouse ears on it. You know, Mickey Mouse is synonymous with cheap garbage, right? Like the phrase Mickey Mouse make. So, yeah, let's put that on. Let's get him associated with our premium products, eh? Cobra Commander. Codename, enemy leader. Which is... yeah, I think that's kind of wrong. His code name, I think, is Cobra Commander, is it not? Anyways, file name, classified. Primary military specialty, intelligence. Secondary military specialty, ordnance. Experimental weaponry. Oh, that's pretty cool. Birthplace, classified. Which is weird. It means that G.I. Joe knows his name and knows his birthplace, but they don't want Joe knowing who he is. Why the fuck wouldn't they want Duke and all them knowing his name? Why would they classify his name? Makes no sense. Because these are Joe file cards. This isn't Cobra's file card. Anyways. Absolute power. Total control of the world. Its people, wealth, and resources. That's the objective of Cobra Commander. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control. Sounds kind of weird how... his main battle plan for world control, relies on revolution and chaos. He personally led uprisings in hot spots across the globe, responsible for kidnapping scientists, businessmen, and military leaders, then forcing them to reveal their top level secrets. Cobra Commander is hatred and evil personified, corrupt, a man without scruples, probably the most dangerous man alive. Alright, that's more of a Kangor. Yes! Get me out of this package, Destro! I know I'm opening Ripcord, that's for sure. I know I'm opening Wayne, for sure. I've already got Ace, so I might not open Ace. You know, I might just keep this just to have what looks like a vintage Joe on card. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Definitely opening up Ramp Rat. You know, I've got a Rattler that's going to need him directing some traffic. You make a wish. Sorry. I've been watching a lot of riff tracks lately. Yeah, I'm definitely going to open up Scarlet. I say definitely. I know there's some people out there who are wanting to get just the Scarlet. Like, they don't want everything else. They just wanted Scarlet, so I don't know. And then, I'm more than likely going to open up this Cobra Trooper just because, I mean, I think I've got 7 of this style, like 5 of them, or I think all of them are modern, like 2000s era. I don't have battle helmet, or I don't have helmeted Cobra Commander yet, right? This version of him. But, I mean, one, with him being Lilac, it's kind of a lot easier to leave him on the card, but like I might sell him off just because I don't really want the Mickey Mouse version. Probably going to open up all these. And then Cobra Commander and Ace, I probably won't open up. But like all of these, I'm more than likely going to open up here. You know what, let me put Scarlet over here as a possible might not. I want to, because I mean, you know, I don't have a figure of this Scarlet. I mean, it's hard to... Decisions. Okay. Oh, and then the stickers. I guess I can... Fuck, I don't even know if I'm going to do that on camera. Because, I mean, one, I'm going to have to pick which ones I want to put on there. There's so many options to choose from. I'm not doing the Cobra ones, I mean, for sure. And if someone's interested in those, I mean, this, I might just sell this on eBay, you know. I don't know what, like, you know, $5 or something like that. Depends on how much it is to ship it. But, like, I don't really have a use for this other than, I mean, I do have some other Cobra jets I could probably use some of this on. It's just, you know, well, for one thing, you can't use that one. That's not even an F-14. That's a Raptor. Huh. And it's there, too. It's right there. Fucking, what is wrong with them? Unless they're coming out with one. Like, if they've got, like, a, like, maybe they're going to re-release that one from the early 2000s, that, the G.I. Joe version one. These are sweet. Look at those. Those are fucking awesome. I kind of want to keep those. These are okay, the star ones, but like these are fucking awesome. And you know, these are classic, but like again, that doesn't look like blue behind these at all. That looks purple as fuck, man. Like that looks like plum purple on these. These are pretty sweet, but again, I don't really have anything to use them on. I'm sitting there gushing over these, but look at these. Those are even better. I mean, like, these are nice, but these are like a girl's version of this tattoo. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a surfer tattoo that would be on your back, and these going across your, like, the muscles on your shoulders leading to your arms. I mean, that'd be fucking bad. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I just, you know, like I said, I'll probably sell those off. I don't need those ones. And then any of these that I don't use, like, I'll probably just leave them on here. Because, like, I'm probably not going to use orange and black on this thing. And again, depending on how many of these we use. Oh, look at these. It's like flint, with like skull flint with double shotguns. These are pretty cool. But I like this one the best. And I think that's because that's the shipwreck logo, isn't it? Or the shark, isn't it? Damn, okay, I thought I knocked over something back there. I'm pretty sure that's the shark. Yeah, that's his logo. That is fucking awesome. Shipwreck's tattoo can be on his specific Skystriker, right? Yeah. That's cool. Look at all these no steps. No step. This is cool. Northrop Grumman. That's cool. Skystriker. Yeah. I think most of these are going to get used. Because I'm definitely going to do... that's a ripcord right there. But I'm going to do Ace, and I'm going to do Wayne Ruthel. There's Armbuster. I just noticed these three are blank. I think those are supposed to say Wayne Ruthel. Oh no, here it is. I was gonna say, there's Wayne Ruthel right there. But man, those are blank. What the fuck are those supposed to be? I mean, it's just, they're blank. These three are blank right here. What are those? Who would those be? What are those supposed to be for? Because you got 6 Armbruster, and they're squared. Whatever they are, they're squared. They're not like the name one. Oh no, those ones are squared for those name ones. That is weird. I hate it when they don't have instructions on anything. Or everything, I should say. Okay, I've assembled, you know, several of the Joe pilots. I've even got lift ticket in there just because, you know, I feel like he would be included in an Ace. I don't know what version this Ace is, but he's the one that comes with the Tiger Storm or whatever. It's that spinning stealth fighter looking one, even though it doesn't look very stealth. I wanted to like compare the new Skystriker with some of the older jets, but my Rattler and my Conquest are like re-releases from the early 2000s, so that's the first thing I wanted to compare it to is the Conquest. It's a little dusty too. I probably should have. Let's do something real quick. Yeah, that's not that bad. Fuck it. Anyways, but I wanted to compare it to the Conquest. Let me get this back on there. And can't really get it in the shot like that. Let me tilt up just a little. All right, that ought to be good. All right. Yeah. So let me try to hold it in the middle. You know, it's not really much bigger than the Conquest. Like even with the wings out, it's just really not that much bigger. You know, it's big enough, you could say. Are these rubber? No, these were plastic too on the Conquest. And I know that, like, for a lot of people, the Conquest like these don't spread out wide enough. I could probably get one more out of it. I don't know. That's as far as it goes. The little things stop it right there. You could probably grind those down. The little nubs that stop it right here. You could probably grind those down a little, like just shave a little bit, and it'll open up just enough more that it won't have that problem. But, and then, oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that. That's a Star Wars stand in there because I modified this one to hold an astromech. Like, it doesn't have the engine thing in there anymore. I cut that piece out. But I didn't mess this up at all, though. But like you see, this had 2 removable panels, and it had a bunch of missiles. You know, originally, I don't think it had any sound. It had this, was able to, like, open up, like, almost like there was a battery compartment at some point. Huh, I don't want to break it. I don't want to force it. Probably don't even have it on camera. But, you know, so Conquest, that's pretty good comparison. That's like the next step down would be this one, right? Well, you've got your Storm Eagle. Much smaller. And then the cockpit sucks on the Storm Eagle. I mean, or, you know, it's okay, but it sucks having that little extra stuff in there. You know, they did this thing for some reason. I mean, like, look at all the space that took up right there. And it's all just to get the landing gear underneath them, right? And because of the little handle, I'm like way up here, but this little handle right here kind of sticks back in there, where it's like you can't really see it on the camera too good, but they would have had way more space in there if it wasn't for that handle, because the pilot could be much further back, or like a chair insert or something could be much further back, and then kind of come up over the landing gear, which bright ass yellow for some reason. But still, this is still a cool jet. But man, could you imagine if they did an update to the Storm Eagle the size of the Skystriker? That'd be awesome. But you got your Storm Eagle there in comparison, and I guess I'll go, since I did Storm Eagle, I'll go Liquidator. And I should say it's a Liquidator in captivity because you know, his dorsal fin is like folding over. Got Strato Viper in there, and it's got a what do you call it? Cobra Rage missiles. You know, much bigger. The Skystriker's much bigger, but you can almost see like that's like the enemies it's taking out, just like standard Cobra jets. Like these are what they try to take down the Skystriker. You know what I mean? But oops. And then comparing it to the classic Rattler, but in the gaudy kind of copper color. This is the only Rattler I have. Yeah, it's pretty big. You know, I mean, it's hard for me to see that though because I'm way over here. Let me try to do it like that. Okay, yeah, it was getting in. Comparable to this had removable panels, like several of them, and even swap out like damage panels like this. They could have done that on this because there's 3 removable panels like right in here, but you know, I kind of like the idea that these things don't ever get shot down, but I mean, they do in the cartoon all the time, but it's like, but you know, comparable to the Rattler. I hate how I keep having to put my hand over the nose of this thing, kind of like blocks a lot of it. Do like that kind of. It'd be nice to get some Cobra Blue and spray paint that, but I don't know. I kind of like the copper. There's a Mud Fighter, just for, you know, dogfight's sake. And then, oh, who's not in here? Okay. Dang. There we go. Fucking hell. Much better. Maverick should have been in there in the first place. You can't really see him. I mean, you can kind of see his head. But I was going to compare. That thing must collect dust. But the Vector. I mean, showing Maverick's. Just showing for scale. Yeah. Kind of small there, Maverick, don't you think? Like, hey, you son of a bitch. But let me get. We're gonna open up Wayne Ruthel here, so I can get him in the pilot shot, kind of. I tend to use like a little razor like that, just because of the length on it. I know it's weird how like you're holding it like this, but I don't know. You can just get in there easier, and then I'll get his weapons out separately. It's not very. This is not a very sharp razor. Normally it would be going right through that. I'm trying not to cut it all the way off the thing. And I'm gonna pop it out. And then you gotta smell the new plastic. It's like when you stir a wine glass, you stir it a little and you go, oh yeah, the terroir of this action figure, Vietnam, 2021. Yeah, cheap plastic. Let me get his helmet though, but I wanted to get him out. Dang, that's a nice firm blister bubble on it. I'm free! Freedom! Freedom! No, I'm just being silly. Joints are good and tight. Tight. Ooh, a little too tight on this arm. Dang. Wow. Well, I mean, that's just paint right there, but something's not right with that arm. I don't wanna force this arm. That feels like that's gonna break. Like if I feel it, you know how like when you pop joints on the newer figures, it feels like that. But on this kind of plastic, it feels like that's gonna just shatter that or like shear it. Like his arm just is not moving. I can't even get it to go up. It sounds bad. It cracked a little, or like I heard it kind of sound. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with that arm. I hope they can send me just Wayne. Like, oh fuck, that sucks. This one's good, and I could always unscrew it and find out, but like, I feel like that voids a warranty kind of thing. You know, they'll be like, oh, well, you opened it. You know, you opened up the figure. But I mean, you saw me open this on camera, right? That's why I'm doing this too on camera. Is that kind of shit. What you talking about, Willis? Everything else on him's good. You mean? Let me look at this paint. He's got decent paint apps too. Like, I mean, you know, nothing just too fancy, but like, look, he's got like light gray. Oops. Light gray, dark gray, silver, black. This green is slightly different than the green of his body. You mean like subtle difference too. That looks awesome. And the face on it, he kind of looks like, I don't know, he looks familiar. Like, I was going to say Channing Tatum almost. He almost looks like Channing Tatum Duke. And then not that this guy looks like Channing Tatum, but I can almost see John Wayne in Green Beret. And a little Robert Downey Jr. Oops, you probably couldn't even see it. I'm sitting there like staring at it like getting lost in the figure, but I was like, he kind of looks like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, like right there, doesn't that kind of look like Iron Man? You know? Well, maybe not the hair so much because he doesn't have the goatee, but like that looks like Robert Downey Jr. I'm sorry, Captain America, but that guy killed my mom. I'm gonna kick his ass. Ah. Oh, and then I'm not gonna try to move that arm still, but these are a little more flexible than a regular G.I. Joe, but not as flexible as the ones in the 2000s. So it's good, but it could have been better. Where you're not worried about the thumbs at all. See if I can get him to stand right there in front of Wild Bill. He's like, huh, well, thanks, Wayne. You just stood right in front of me. Douchebag. Oh, shit. I was going to say, where did I set that razor? Let's get his, get the gear. We're being fucked. But, you know, some people, it's me like how, oops, there we go. You know, like when they do reviews, they want the card back for their review. What is it still connected to? Oh, wow. That's weird. It had like a... There was a thin piece of plastic right there that this was slipped under. That's cool. I like that. Let's see. Pop pistol out. Pistol, kind of hard plastic. Which is weird. They've been doing like rifles and stuff with kind of a soft plastic, and that makes me worry about Ripcord's rifle. Like if it's hard plastic, out of focus. Let me get this slip back down in there, if I can. Oh no, Andy, I don't think it's going back in there. Yeah, that's close enough. Set them up there. Is it going to autofocus? Can you autofocus? You're right there. Don't you always just kind of like, you'll be like looking at someone's finger? That'll kind of help widen out the things. But, I was gonna say, it's got my hand in focus. How does it not have that in focus? Okay, yeah, it looks good. It's, you know, silver paint, black paint. Strap painted all the way around. Surprised they didn't skip the back, because, you know, like it's Hasbro. Just messing with you, Hasbro. And it being so tight, though, man, it's going to suck if it rubs his hair off. But no, it looks good. It's squishy enough. It went on his head pretty good. No balding spot paint rubs for me. There we go. You can even like tilt it down. Tilt it back like he's a... There. That's good. Let's just give him his pistol for no reason. He's like, Wayne, do you have to stand there with your pistol drawn? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Second Amendment, baby. Okay, let's see. That was Wayne. Let me put this. Bill, have you been drinking? Nope. But I did down a whole bottle of cough syrup, so I'm tripping balls. Woo! You don't want to fall over. Okay, let's open up. Let me just hold up on him for a second. Let's open up Ramp Rat. Cool thing is he doesn't have a separate bubble, even though he's got this long mortar tube. It's like, man, your helmet and your pistol got a second bubble. Just. Oh, you know what I haven't noticed yet? Everybody was showing how easy the cards were coming off, or the blisters were coming off the cards. I haven't had that issue yet. Maybe that's, if you guys are up north and it's something, it might be something to do with the cold. It's like 40 degrees here, but I mean, it's still Louisiana, so it's like, there's a lot more moisture. Probably. You know, I don't know. But maybe it's something like that. Or maybe you're in a more arid climate, and that's why. And dried out the... Oh, wow, that tripod's attached already. Cool. Let me set him down for a second. That's cool. It's not in focus, but it's cool. There we go. And then, yeah, man, I like how that's, that feels like that's probably more accurate. Like, if there was, like, a log there, you could, I don't know if that'd be a good thing to do, though, because it'd probably make it rock or whatever. It's probably just for like digging into the dirt. But it's not going to shoot anything though, because it's apparently a fake gun. No barrel. But I don't know. I've got a drill bit. I can probably drill that out with. Here, we'll put it up here. Launch the mortar launchers. Oh, they're going right into our jet. Ah. Let's get his little sticks. Oops. Why don't we show that? Freedom. Yeah, both his arms move. Take that, Wayne. His neck moves. Everything moves. It's pretty, he feels a little loose in there. And then there is a difference in the plastic. These newer figures, I don't know. It's like it's similar. They feel lightweight. Like they're not that dense of plastic. I guess it's just that they feel glossy. The original ones, they're more glossy looking and stuff. The surface detail on these guys are a little more matted. So like that's probably why they feel so much different. But like weight wise, they also kind of feel a little lighter. Like maybe the rivets and the screws on these are aluminum, and on the original ones they're steel, so there's just a little bit more weight to them or something like that. Who knows? These are probably rust anyway, so. But is it gonna autofocus? Never. We're never autofocusing. He looks really good. He's got really good painted on eyes. Well, now that I say that though, this one is over a little bit that way, and that one's over that way just a little. But it's not bad. It's like when you see him from the side, he looks like he's looking at you. Mm-hmm. I'm listening. Like, yeah, man, his Cobra logo. Nice. The white up here, though, not as nice. It just, it looks plain. Like, it looks like paint. You know what I mean? Like, not like how this looks like paint. I mean, this looks better. We're way out of focus. Pretty cool, though. Maybe these could have been painted white, too. Then it just kind of, made them look more reflective. It's pretty much mostly ripcord, I think. Well, they don't have Ripcord's upper legs, but I think they have his lower legs. Why don't I just pick them up? No, okay, they don't have his lower legs. Look at that. He's got like something right there. A little bit of gray. I wonder if that'll... Look at that. You just take your nail, scratch it off. Can you see it? Oh, yeah, there you go. But it came off. His lower legs are that more like slightly gummier plastic, or like this is PVC and this is ABS kind of thing. So like, I don't think that's going to mess with it at all. It just came right off. I guess maybe the arms are painted on him. Or it would have been the gray from the riveting. No, because it looks like they painted his hands blue. Actually... No, actually, I think this was originally blue. And they painted gray on there. Because the blue is like the same exact kind of plastic. Like it's got the same color. Hard to see on here, but, I like them. I still would have rather had ketchup and mustard, though. But this guy's cool. He's going to be helping out with Cobra's launching of any kind of vehicles. Boop, boop. There you go. Shadow Viper will probably appreciate that. And then, what's his name? Wild Weasel. Oops. And then, Raven? Wasn't that the one that... There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Keep backing it up. Beep. Defensive sticks. Ninja. Because, just kind of still look like a ninja. I mean... Just about everything in G.I. Joe is a ninja. Okay. Ripcord.
I'm going to start with his gear. Let me think about this for a second, though. I'm trying to look at his arm, because if he has a fused arm like freaking Wayne Ruthel over there, I don't know, I can't tell. I can't tell on his arm when I look at it that it's fused. It just won't move. But, man, see, this is kind of what sucks lately about these figures costing so much. About, like, he's technically a $20 figure. I don't really want to open him, you know, like, yeah, fuck it. Too late now. Let's get his little gear. Okay. This already kind of feels a little different from his original gear. It's like much more rubberier. There's his helmet. And then, okay, there's his mask. This is much more rubberier too. The helmet is not so much. It's kind of, you know, it's rubbery, but it's thicker. I like that helmet's matte black. Set that down. I got a weird feeling with this in my hand just now, like it's kind of like warming my hand up right there where it was touching me. I bet it's like mold release. I really hope that's not like you now have cancer. You know, that kind of shit. Like that would suck. But man, look at that. That being much more rubbery to it, like this. I hope that's gonna like form fit to his face better. Because like on the original one, it's great. You know, like it works. But like, you see what I'm saying? There's like a little bit of a gap around. It's not doing it right now. I can kind of see it better because of the lighting, but yeah, he still looks good. Like Kerberos, Jinro. Oh, I was gonna grab Wayne Ruthel there. I haven't gotten you out of the card yet. Okay, I thought that was gonna travel right through there. There we go. I know, like, a lot of people are like, you can't cut towards your hand, whatever. And it's like, yeah, if you are new to it, don't do that. Oh, he's got more of the new plastic. I didn't do the sniff on him. Yeah, he smells more like I'm used to. The first guy smelled, I don't know, different. This one smells more like the Chinese factory, I guess is what I'm thinking of. Like whatever the perfume or, you know, whatever it is, disinfectant or something that they probably get sprayed down with. That I hope they get sprayed down with. Don't suck. Ooh, that came out funny, but yeah, it's been a little, but it's like, you see how flexible it is. Just like put a book out, just kind of on it, you know, just like slowly bend it back. But at least it's not like the original one, like this fragile, kind of brittle kind of plastic. I'm lucky that's still, you know, attached. Or like not damaged, but I still like the color of the original one. I would say better, but not much better. Okay. Arms moving good. Arms moving good. Moving good. Everything's good. Everything's good here. A little bit tight, but everything's good. Everything's good. Oh, yeah. What's up, baby? I don't know why you would talk like that, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because my ripcord, his legs are not like that. These are so tight that, like, I'm real careful whenever I pose them, and I barely pose them at all. Like the legs. Up here, they're fine, but it's just like right in here, it's real tight. I don't want it to break. Even though I do have a spare ripcord body, just like right over there. The Stalker. Ghetto Stalker. Wouldn't have hurt to put like just a little bit of silver right there. I mean, you had it. You had the silver out. Come on. Oh yeah. Let's put his let me see what he looks like just with the helmet. Helmet is kind of loose. I mean, like, real loose. A little too loose. No, just you can put it on backwards. I know nothing. Yeah. But I guess once he has the strap on to do his little face mask. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get it started. I'm just trying to see what he looks like even without the gear, like just mostly in black, like not as much green. Oh, it goes right to my dick. He just looks cool. I mean, well, you know, it'll look better when it's adjusted over his head. I was gonna say, it's rubbery. I know I can go past it. There we go. Do like the old one where you kind of get it right up at the top part of the back of his head. Oops. Come on. No! No, just he's alright. It broke my arm. I'm suing. No, just sorry. Dang, it's kind of thick on the side right there. It just doesn't look right on his head, but we'll see. Wow, this plastic is like so flimsy. It's just kind of slipping. Like, I can't get it to... Man, I say I'm trying to get it to where it's still on his helmet, so I got the good seal on his face mask. There we go. There we go. Nope. Okay. Wow, it's a whole lot harder to deal with this than the original one, but... And it's not really wanting to sit on his face. The original one worked way better being a little stiffer, so... That's probably what this needed. And then like how I'm going over the top on this one like you normally would, maybe if you went up through it, it would be better. So let me try that. Let's see. I just looked at the time on this thing. This is already up to 30 minutes. The other clip was like 40 minutes. It's like, holy shit, it's already over an hour. Let me see what this is like getting this on him. Very, very rubbery. Like a soft PVC. Or a TPU or something, TPE. But I like that this is squishier, this one, because it's like, it's going to form fit his body a little bit nicer, I would think, over time. The only thing is this thing these want to slip out. It's like it doesn't, there's not a lot of friction between itself, like when it's touching itself. God, the phrasing on that. Not a lot of friction on him when he's touching himself. That plugs in pretty good. There we go. Do that. Try to get this over his head without bringing his helmet off. Nope. Nope. Can't go under. That's not going to work. Oh boy. Like I said, this stuff does not like grip to itself at all. It just... And it could be mold release. It might take a little while for that stuff to dry off or evaporate or something. And there, I guess you can't really just get up on the top of his helmet. That's good. That's good. It's just not. I thought it was gonna be better than the original one, but no, it's a little bit worse. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna give him his weapon, which now I don't have to worry about the thumbs as much because man, my ripcord. His thumbs are just, or his right thumb is probably just about to just, like there's barely much material holding it in place, but gosh, does he look cool. Night Force. He's even got the little Night Force emblem on his shoulder. Night Force. Looking good. Ooh. Very cool, very cool. Oh, there you go. A little comparison shot of the rips. This is still better. But, you know, that's nice. That's pretty nice. You gotta admit, that's pretty nice. Even though the rubbery stuff was giving me trouble, I still like this coloring. And it's very simple. Just this OD green and black. Yeah. Looking good, man. Oh, yeah. What, you motherfucker? I'll show you what I was talking about with a ripcord. If it'll, I don't know how close it'll get. So like on his thumb, like see right back behind his thumb. That's like an actual chip. It's kind of into it. See how he's missing some material behind his thumb. I mean, but luckily he's got a wide grip, so it'll last. Let me set him down. Put new ripcord. Right there. Yeah. Man, it was so hard to just open him. I knew I was going to open Wayne. And then I've already got Ace, so it's kind of like, man, I didn't think I was going to not want to open up the new Ace. But it's almost like, well, what am I going to do with two Aces? Aces, wow. And then I thought I was going to want to open up him just to have an extra trooper. But kind of like the idea of leaving Ace on the card. Ooh, here we go. You know how everybody's talking about they're pointing out the thing with the cards not sticking real good. This is probably one of them. Nope. It's just, but like right here, just about no glue. There's like a little drips right there, but it's got it going all the way. Well, you know, since he's already like this, I guess I gotta go. Ooh, it slipped under the thing. I like to do it over. I'm on top usually. There you go. Taken out of context, that's just... Freebie, from my plastic prison. I am loyal to Cobra only. Oh no, it's coming back. I think his gun is a lot more rubberier than ripcord's, but it's got like, it's popping back into place, so it's not crooked or anything. Cobra's got better guns. It's like during Nom, the thing with the AK and the M16 or, yeah, M16A1. Looking good. This rivet's a little fucked up right there though, but you know, still everything works though. It's just, it looks... Oh, it's just paint. Okay, it's just glob of blue paint. I was like, man, it looked like it was melted. Oh yeah. Oh, what? What? Don't tell me his knees won't fucking work. Oh, they're just tight. I don't like that one. Okay, it's just tight. Okay. That's good though, I guess. I guess I'd rather it be a little bit tighter than extra loose. Cobra. His eyes are painted real good too. I mean, like, they did a good job on him. He looks way too sympathetic though. Like, oh my gosh, like you feel like he gets shot, you're gonna feel bad when he gets shot. Like, no, not that Cobra Trooper. He looked like a nice guy. Oh yeah. What they need to do is make it to where the I was gonna say the Rizzle Swifts, where the wrists swivel. They need to make it to where those swivel. I mean, that way you can just swivel this out and have him holding that. Man, they'd be just about perfect. You know what I mean? Couldn't really improve much more other than giving them rocker ankles. That'd be the only other thing you could add to them. Maybe a thigh swivel. New swivel leg battle kick. Or, I don't know. Hey, Shipwreck, you notice those Cobra Troopers just standing right over there? Yeah. How'd they get in here? What the hell's going on? Those are probably all going to fall over off the top of that if I keep stacking them up there. Dead soldiers right here. Dang. Now it's getting tougher to open them. I don't have this Cobra Commander, and I don't want to have to pay scalper prices for him. It's just, man, look at how lilac he is. He's fucking purple. You mean like this is Cobra Blue over here on Scarlet? You know what I mean? Like, let me put them together. Hold on, I set a ace down. You mean? Look at that. He's fucking... I mean, well, that's not his color blue necessarily, but, you know, still, she's still got Cobra Blue up here. Hey, when you think about it, you might be able to put Baroness's head on this body. Like, that's something to try out. I'm thinking about her hair, though. Is it rubbery enough to fit down in that little cup or that bowl or whatever? Anyways, but yeah, I don't know about Cobra Commander, man. And then... I don't know about Ace. Ace is the one I probably won't open. Just because, you know, I got a vintage Ace right there, you know. Yeah, this one looks way nicer. I won't have to worry about his thumbs. He's got his crotch. His visor is super clean and nice. But, you know, I don't have a vintage Scarlet. So, and I'm curious about that thing with Baroness. Because you could probably use this for a Cobra female pilot, you know? Like, wouldn't this be what you would see flying the Night Raven, since it's based off the SR-71? You mean, like, don't you think they would look more like this instead of, I don't know if I can get him out of here one-handed. Strato Viper? Right? This is who comes with Night Raven, I'm pretty sure. And, it just seems like this is more appropriate. Man. I guess I'm gonna go with Cobra Commander. Fuck. You grape looking mother... No, he's not purple like grape, but... You flowery motherfucker. Like, damn. Do it. The messed up thing is, like, I'm totally an opener. You mean? And I've been, like, for, like, the Mandalorian figures, you know, I don't like the show, but I like Mandalorian designs, like, action figure-wise. So I've been buying them, but I've been buying, like, 2 each. So I open up one, and then I go to open up the second one, because I'm like, that one's going to be made, I'm going to paint that one for a customer, try to, you know, teach myself customizing, or whatever. You know, it's action, or it's fodder, or whatever. And, no, I just leave it in the package, and it just sits there, and I just kind of go, oh, I want to open it, But the cool thing is, every now and then I do open one of those, and it's fun. Like, when you're not really feeling good or something like that, you're in a bad mood, and you go to open up one of those, just kind of takes your mind off of things. So, they're kind of cool like that. Like, break in case of emergency. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay. Well, his head's a little stiff, but still works. Let's get his gun. Which, I have the hooded Cobra Commander. But I don't think I have a vintage gun. I think I have one of the, when it was Valor versus Venom. I'm pretty sure I got one of these. Let's plug it in this bat. Recharge. I'm going to charge this blaster up, and then I'm going to take Joe's little jet over there for a joyride. Still more Kankor than Cobra Commander. That's kind of weird. Oh, wow. They did a good job on the red on his belt buckle. But, you know, man, I hate Disney, and I hate that their fucking logo is essentially on my G.I. Joe figure here. But, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I bet Cobra Commander loves Disney. He's like, oh, they're the greatest evil empire there ever was. Of course I love them. Oh. Time to get dangerous. Yeah, he can't really hold his gun straight, but fuck it. Still. It's like, aren't you guys supposed to be breaking me out of here? Like, hold on, they got a jet. We want to look at it. Okay. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. I think I'm going to go for it. Like I said, I don't have a vintage collection Scarlet. Vintage collection, I'm sorry, I'm mixing that up with Star Wars. I don't have a vintage Scarlet. So, it's like this is pretty much the only one of her I'll have, I guess, for a while. Did I get that all the way? There we go. Let's get her helmet. I noticed some people online were saying how it looks like a abyss, like she's got water in her helmet. I'm like, I guess it does, that little bubble. And when you look at them, it's almost like Ed Harris, Ace. I mean, not really anywhere close. It's just like vaguely looking at him from there. Yeah, kind of. I can kind of see the Ed Harris when he was going under to cut the wires to the submarine. I think I did all that off camera. Is that pretty easy? I guess it's always kind of off to the side like that, but it's more of a... It's like the pistols. Harder than the rifle. There, she got out of there. Yeah. Follow. Okay. The elbow's tight. Everything's moving so far. Ooh. Ooh. That doesn't really want to move. Well, we'll just leave it. Her legs aren't wanting to come up. There. I think what it was I had her like this when I went to go put up the leg. Oh wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that premium design detail right there that they put on my one side of my one knee of my one figure Scarlet here. That is so fucking premium. I'm creaming my pants. It's I'm creamium over it. Hasbro. Look at that. I mean, you're not going to notice it, right? Not really. Unless your knee is bent and you're looking right at it, you're not going to notice it, right? But here's the thing. That's weakness. You mean like that's a weaker point than this one. That means that over time, eventually, of moving her legs, this side was going to pop out of there. Man. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh, should I open her or not, or should I sell her? Well, apparently I shouldn't have opened her. You mean? Damn. Just fucking left her in there. But, helmet fits good. Again, it does look like she is underwater. Like, Ace could have been Deep 6. And it makes you wonder, was he a prototype Deep 6? She looks good in there. Looks good. Oh. Might not be able to get that back off easily, but... Come on. Maybe get a nail under there. Oh. Kind of... It did that thing where, like, it touched my hand or whatever, and, like... I thought I broke it for a second. Did she hold her? Oh yeah, her hands are made a little bit gummier. Yes. That's something about the vintage Ace, is like you try to make him hold his helmet like this. It's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like you risk breaking the thumb. She looks good. That looks good. You know what I mean? Like, Oh, dang, look at her. She's got Shipwreck's colors, basically, when you think about it. Like, imagine if that was the body that had the 85 style neck on this. I could put Shippy in there. I mean, his hat's not going to go under there, though. That's awesome. I guess I could use Wayne's head, though. It's just he doesn't have a beard, though. I can't think of any of them that are bearded that have the swivel head. I mean, Rakondo, but he's got the hat. I wouldn't fuck up a Rakondo head for this. Huh. Anyways, that's pretty cool. And then, I don't know. The way I'm cutting them out of the package, if I wanted it to display like this, you know, I'm going to still have this, so I can display them like that. And it's like, you know, my ace, let me, you know, none of these are childhood, you know, like I didn't have, like my childhood ones were like Supersonic Road Pig or Sonic Fighters Road Pig, and then whichever one's from the 90s, because like I'm born in 85, so like I was probably like you know, so I'm 5 years old in like 1990, right? There's only about 4 years left of the real G.I. Joe, or era G.I. Joe. But you know, he's got a busted crotch. He's kind of yellowed. Not too bad yellowed, but like, you know, his helmet, I was like blanking on the word. His helmet's not as clear. You know, I mean, this one's nice and clear and new. Got loose legs. It's really hard to try to get him into this cockpit because of his legs being all jingly. But paint rub, you know, on him. Mainly busted crotch when you think about it. But, you know, he's going to also have rubbery hands. Not going to be worried about him holding his helmet or, you know, weapons and stuff. And then his legs are hopefully stiff enough that he gets in and out of there pretty easily. The other thing is the back hole. It's smaller, you know, on these newer Joes. It's not as big. That was kind of weird to see. I was like, why did you do that? You know, if it was bigger, you would save on plastic. You mean the maybe, I don't know, a third of a millimeter around that you're removing from that, you know, times however many of these you make for, you know, this, all these figures all have this slightly smaller back hole, so that means they use slightly more plastic. Yeah, dumbass Hasbro. I mean, there's probably a reason for why, but like they don't really ever explain their thinking on things, on like, you know, or at least on that kind of thing. Their thinking on that they'll tell you on anything is pretty much, oh, make more money, money. So here we go. We're gonna. I may not have to open this one. Well, I want to. So here we go. Got that open. Hell, I could always repaint one of them as a Night Force. Ooh, that was cutting into my finger. I didn't even know. Night Force Ace. Night Ace. Ace Force. Oops. I'm like very fast and loose with my blade work there. That's probably the last thing I need it for, though. Released from his plastic carbonite chamber. Oh, get this out of there. Oh yeah, this is why I love blisters, because you got to get them out of there. But that sound it makes, it if you've ever been collecting while you you know, we're trying to be quiet at night or something like that when you're opening them, and not because like they're secret, it's just, you know, you happen to be opening them up at night because you work late. You're just trying not to wake people up or like make all this loud ass noise, and these things are, it's like a bag of potato chips. It just... Oh my god. There's another thing. Look, right there. Like, it's working still, right? But this side will pop off of there eventually. And when I say eventually, I know that sounds like a long time, but it's like really not that long. It's any time. And, you know, any one time of me doing this, it could be the time that it's going to pop off of there. And yeah, it's a rivet. You know, you could always try to re-rivet it yourself, but this should have been done right the first time. Everything else is looking good. Yeah, okay. Everything's good. Okay. His head turns. Whoa. Take that, Scarlet. It feels kind of funny, though, when I turn it. But I think it's rubbing against the inner post of the shoulders. I don't know that for sure, but I mean, it could be. Let me put his little helmet on. Oh, yeah. Woo. Whoa. Yeah, looks good. Yeah. Well, at least on him, it's only this kind of thing. It's not, you know, I don't think it's as bad as her knee wound or whatever, or his arm being fused. Damn. You know, or Cobra Commander being lilac. What were they thinking? Here, I'm going to put him in there now. They're replacing us. I'm telling you guys, they're fucking replacing us. That's a doppelganger. Shipwreck. Shipwreck. You don't hear me. Nobody hears me. Ah! It's like, you didn't say anything about this ace over here. That's like you in the future. Which, I'm going to see if he's going to fit in there, too. Yeah, I don't want to just put old ace off to the side. It's fucked up. Do like, what's his name? Damn, I can't remember the name, but like, always showing him like throw an older version of a toy into his trash and like the new version. He's like, yeah, I love this one now. It's like, man, that's fucked up. I just noticed, how is she supposed to hold that? Does she hold it like at her crotch like this and fire it with like a pressure sensitive something? I fire it with my goose. I mean, when you think about it, all G.I. Joes do have like, you know, a butthole. I don't know how she's supposed to hold that. Like, I don't see anything that like it clips to her with. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let me give Cobra guy got his mortar. He's gonna fuck it up. Oh yeah, and I brought in 2000s reissue of 90s Hawk. Not quite Suntan Hawk, because I mean he's much better. And like, I like these guys. Like, not, they're kind of like them though, not as rubbery with the fingers, but I mean they still got the right size peg hole, and then like, I don't know, I thought that face looks pretty good. Like, this color they chose is good. It's just like the combination of this color with it kind of doesn't look right. That's the like the 90s-ish coming out on this, but like, man, that's pretty cool. And then I also brought in I thought Airborne would make a cool Rio. Kind of like how they were implying that like Ripcord would be flying in the back for like some kind of mission and be like jettisoned out. I mean, like, well, you know, you could also have a Airborne. So I thought he was pretty cool. So I've done all the comparisons. The only thing I haven't really done is like all these like blast effects, like looking at them. But I mean, I'm not really one for these kind of things. In the early 2000s, the Star Wars figures were having like blast effects, like blaster deflections that attach to lightsabers, or you know, like you know, stuff shooting out of the end of a blaster that you could pull on and off. And like, those are cool to some extent, but like, if it's adding cost, fuck it, I don't want it. I mean, I'd rather not. You know, that's why I'm hoping they're gonna do this thing by itself. Like, when you look at the box, it doesn't show all the other stuff. You mean like it shows just the two figures, Wayne and, you know, Ace, the Jet, You know, it mentions that you get 12 missiles and 3 bombs. You know, they're wrong about the bomb things, but I think. I mean, I don't think those are bombs. But other than that, it doesn't show anything else, right? So how hard would it be to reconfigure the thing that prints that box to have the UPC to not say Haslab? You mean? So I don't know. And then not include all this, carrot orange shit that's only for the people who want to display it with them on it, I guess. Like them ejecting out both of these things going at the same time. The missiles shooting off. The missile ones and the gun ones, I say, are better than these and this. These are okay, but like, one, they don't even look real. This isn't what that would look like. You know what I mean? There would be some more blue or something, here at the bottom. And they didn't even try to. And then it almost looks like they were going to make it electronic with how these look. Those could have been not even a part of the thing. What I do like are these boxes having the runway on them and the grass, the little effects. Like you could, once you unfold those out, that's cool. Do more stuff like that. That is a very nice touch. I'm impressed by that. I like that. That's cool. Stuff like adding this kind of ladder with any kind of starfighter or jet kind of vehicle, that's a nice touch. It's nice that it comes with these extra vehicles, but man, those are really fucking cheap. Though, like if you've ever bought any of those Kid Connection Walmart things, that's exactly what those feel like. They feel like the same plastic. They're the same like lightweight, feel hollow kind of, I'm let down by those because, I've got a bunch of vintage, G.I. Joe stuff and then even G.I. Joe stuff from the 2000s, and none of it feels like that cheap. I don't think I'm going to put the stickers on. Like, eventually I probably will put some stickers on, but like right now I'm like, they've got enough actual painted on decal things that I don't really feel like I need to. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to compare it to the Razor Crest. I've got the Razor Crest sitting over there, which you would have saw at the beginning of the video. That's a $400 Haslab versus like a we'll say $250 after tax and shipping and stuff. The Razor Crest sucks because you can't just pick that thing up and fly it around. It's way too heavy, right? And because of how much it costs, you're not going to want to do that anyways. Because if you dropped it, it would break. You would be breaking all kinds of panels on it. All kinds of stuff would fall off. The blasters on it could probably snap off or something if you had the landing gear out when it fell? Man. It can't even rest on its landing gear, the Razor Crest. It had the one they sent me has these 4 carbonite block clips, right? And you'd think nothing of it. Well, one of them is completely defective. Like it's mushed on one end or whatever coming out of the mold, and it's not even going to work. They should have known that at the factory, but they're so fucking cheap that the way that sprue comes out of the mold that has those parts on it, they didn't think, hey, we might need to put one extra one on there just in case any of these come out damaged. They didn't even think about that. And that'd be too much extra cost, right? But that's the kind of thing a smart person does when they go to make something like that, because then if that defective one gets in there for this $400 thing that you have to wait a year and a half on, and, lets you down, it weighs too much to really play with it, And like, I don't mean like I'm 37, I'm not playing with it, but like handling it and stuff like that, you can't really handle it. And that's why they had that stand in there. And that stand shouldn't have been an unlock because it was necessary for it to even, you can't leave it on its landing gear. They're going to break. So, I don't know. That's a big letdown. Paying that much for it sucked. Right? Well, this one was only $250. You get 7 figures. Most of them I wanted. Like Night Force Ripcord there. I wanted Wayne Ruthel. It's kind of hard to say that. I wanted this guy, but I really would rather had Ketchup and Mustard, like I said. So, like, I'm willing to have swapped them out for it. And instead of Cobra Commander in lilac, which sucks, like even if he was in the blue, but instead of him, they should have, had someone like General Flag or something. The Razor Crest was more of a letdown because of how much it cost. This thing only being $250 and then having several figures that I wanted or, that are worth keeping, that kind of thing. Worth getting. you know, it makes it to where it's like, well, you know, the jet is more like, you know, $90, $99 or something like that. If you take out, or previously I thought, if you know, if you took out those two vehicles and the stand and stuff, but that is like if those two vehicles have been made out of the same plastic as that stand, all right? But they're not. They're super fucking cheap. So it bumps the Skystriker up probably a little over $100. Like the new X-Wings for Vintage Collection, you know, either version of like the, you know, like Disney version or the pre-Disney version, it's like $99 for those is ridiculous. I've got, this is the one from 2002 that I'm pretty sure the pre-Disney version one that they do is based partly on this. Like they retooled it or whatever you want to fucking say. But even if it's not, this was, I think, $40, and it had like all these extra, it was from Entertainment Earth. It came with Luke, it had the dragon snake, right? It had a really cool diorama insert that looked like Dagobah, right? And all this moss that you put all over everything. And then like the seat moved forward and you could put this little box that had like, you know, the food in it and the lamp or whatnot. You know, and it came with Dagobah Luke. And then I think that was it. I don't think it came with an R2. But I mean, it's got like the landing gear. It's got the wings come apart. And it's got the astromech slot, you know, and a pilot seat, right? The pilot seat, you know, is admittedly, it's still kind of cramped in there. You know, he's like when you see him from the side, he's barely looking over like he'd have to be like this to be looking over that. But still, I've got Quarren Horn and Whistler in there from Expanded Universe. But still, this is made in 2002. I'm sorry, this was made in 2004, but they used a 2002 mold and they upgraded it because it was one that didn't take a figure. I believe that's right. It's the Electronic Effects X-Wing. I think that's right. But this was 2004 for $40, and it had all that other extra stuff. The Dragon Snake is like its own figure, basically, and it has like a, you know, fairly decent paint job on it. Like it's got a white underbelly, it's blue plastic, but then it has like kind of this blackish gray stuff on its back, and then it even has a painted face. So, and it has articulation, you know, like three or four POA. But still, I don't want to pay $99 for an X-Wing when it doesn't come with all that extra stuff. I think it has like a ladder, like that's it. So like the ladder, but no figures or anything. That's crazy. And they've already shown you that they can do the Stinger with a figure for $33.99, so $34. But the figures are $20 each on these O-rings. It's kind of weird that an O-ring figure is $20 and a vintage collection figure is $13. The vintage collection figure has more parts to it. You know it's harder for them to assemble, you know, and it's more detailed. So that doesn't make any sense. I'm kind of ranting, going off on tangents and stuff. What I was getting at was, this doesn't feel like a letdown like the Razor Crest did, or even like Galactus, because like Galactus, there was part of his armor was hard plastic when it should have been soft plastic because it's like around his shoulders. So his shoulders don't have as much movement as he should, and there are these parts where it's like scratching and rubbing up against the shoulder part. I guess what I was getting at was that this thing should be re-released, but it should be under $100. So hopefully they'll do that thing, like re-release it. You know, again, like the box, just everything about the box kind of makes me think that, because there's no mention of any of this other extra stuff on it. You know, especially, you know, the other figures and whatnot. Now, you could say, well, that's because if it hadn't gotten backed or whatever up to that certain point, but I mean, still, it's already primed for them to do that. And I really hope they do, so that all these people who are, like I saw on eBay already, there's like Skystrikers going up for like $450 and stuff like that. People are wanting to pay that for it. It's like, it makes you wonder if those people who are doing that, like scalping the Skystrikers immediately after the Haslab thing ship, if they don't work for Hasbro. I mean, if that's not something that like the money they make off of that just goes back into Hasbro kind of thing. And it's like, how would you prove it? You know, I don't fucking know. And it's like, I'm just speculating or just conspiracy theorizing or whatever. But it makes you wonder. I feel bad for those people who are paying that much for it too. It's like, Hasbro should be releasing this, but they aren't. You know, if it's an issue with it being like the whole Northrop Grumman thing, like they would have to pay them a licensing fee or something like that. It's like, oh my God, like Can't you make it different enough that it's, there can't be a copyright kind of claim? It's parodying an F-14, not actually an F-14. I really hope that all the people who didn't back the HasLab end up getting one, but not for, hundreds of dollars. That's crazy. And even if you say like a vintage one is like however much, for a new one in package or some bullshit like that, it's like, no, it's still wrong. It's still stupid. You mean you're still stupid for paying that much, too much for a toy. I didn't pay $250 for this jet, I paid $250 and I got this jet, those two vehicles back there, that stand, all the missiles, or not all the missiles, because those would have come with it anyways, but all the blast effects, which I didn't really want. 7 figures, little ladder, extra stickers for, even if I don't sell off these stickers or something like that, some of these stickers might go on other vehicles, you never know. I might put some of these Cobra stickers on that copper Rattler. Or on the Liquidator or something like that. I don't fucking know what I'm going to do with them. Hell, I might put them on a Star Wars vehicle. There might be a Cobra X-Wing or something, for fuck's sake. I don't know. Not going to do that. I only have one X-Wing. I have 3 Y-Wings. Actually, I have 6 Y-Wings because I have 3 mini Scout Bomber Y-Wings, but I have 3 Y-Wings. Like 2 vintage style ones and then one of the Clone Wars one. But I only have 1 X-Wing. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. I have 1 A-Wing and 1 B-Wing. That's like A-Wing and B-Wing numbers for the X-Wing. I should have 3 of them. 1 for Luke, 1 for Wedge, and 1 for Biggs. And then Biggs's will be used for Core and Horn probably. Because I think he was Rogue 3. I can't remember. I'm just really happy to have an F-14. Even though like I'm going to have to talk to Hasbro about this Scarlet and Wayne Ruthel figure. The Skystriker was... I don't know if it still is, but it was having an issue where the back right-hand side, starboard side, landing gear was wanting to pop back in, which was making it fall back on his butt. You mean like it was the back end was falling down? But it seems to have stopped, and it's not like I didn't have it all the way forward the first time. I did have it all the way forward. I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, it was falling backwards. Like a spring or something in there, I don't know. It hasn't been doing it, and it's been sitting like that for about an hour. So I kind of feel like it's, not a problem now, or maybe it was maybe it just needed to be popped out a couple times, and then that got it, where it was sitting right. I found it has these 3 panels here that open up for, I guess, you're fixing or loading the gun. I showed the panel on the other side that had the fueling port, I guess is what we'll call it, or, gas tank. These 2 panels on top. The air flap on top, or the air brake on top, I should say. And then I think those 2 on the bottom are also air brakes, but I'm not sure what they are. The arrestor cable, or the arrestor hook. I don't know what you'd call this, reconnaissance package or something like that. I don't know. I've got it loaded up with some missiles. I got some missiles on this. I showed how that could attach to it, but, without the wheel rotating, that's kind of, not as good as it could be. And then it doesn't attach without removing this. I thought that was kind of stupid. I don't like that kind of design. That's dumb. You have to pop this out just to put that in. It's like, why would you be taking this off? Well, I guess if they're getting the film out of it, I guess that does kind of make sense that it comes off. But, and then, like, I don't really want to put on all the stickers. I probably will eventually put some on. I just, I'm kind of undecided on... Like, I know I want to put Ace, like his name. And I'm probably going to put Wayne as the second name on there. But I'm undecided because I do like the idea of having Shipwreck as one of the names. And the blank ones, I think that's what they might be for, is for you to do, whatever names you want to. But I don't know. I'm going to wait until I see what those are for, kind of, I guess. There might be someone with custom labels out there that has, like, Shipwreck's name, Hector Delgado. I do want to show or see if this Ace will fit in there, because he's more of a modern, like, looking jet fighter pilot. I like his helmet better. Like, that's cool. I wish they'd give him that kind of helmet. The only thing that sucked about this generation, or at least for me, was you saw how small his head was. Like, his shoulders are huge and kind of, like, wide, like a set, apart. And then their feet were always kind of weird looking. So the rest of their proportions were okay. Their arms always kind of seemed a little short, but you know the yellow on the painting on this isn't that good. But other than that, still a pretty cool figure. But yeah, I want to see what he looks like in there. So I probably will knock all these guys over trying to put them in, at least in the front. Will his back hole line up? There we go. Oh yeah. Well. Yeah, do ace and ace. ace of ace. Or do both aces, yeah. Now I know what I want to do. Hold up. Because I know I'm going to knock them over if I don't move them. Will they fit? Please let them fit without breaking anything. Oh, he's not wanting to go down in there. That's gonna suck if they won't go in there. I want them to go in there so bad. Because like if it snows, I'm putting them in here. I'm getting my AT-AT out. My AT-AT is gonna step on this. Okay. But would that close with him in it? Ooh, no. Let's not do that. Yeah, okay, Dak is in. I might have to pop that seat out to get Luke in, though. I don't think I'm going to be able to get him in. Because the way the stick is... Let me, I'll tell you one thing. I'll put his little... Whatever you call these things. His straps. Try to get him up his legs. So it doesn't, like, catch or... You know, like push against the post. Oh, that's gonna be tight. Ah, if it wasn't for that back peg thing, I think he would go right in there. Let me, I don't want to pop the, man, because if I pop that out, he'll probably come forward. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna happen. This is gonna freaking happen, man. Come on, Luke. Use the proper amount of force that does not break anything. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Almost there. Oh, go in there, you bitch. Don't make me go get a New Hope, Luke. That's not the right Luke. Or at least, you know, for this scene. I mean, I love A New Hope, so. Not some kind of, like, Empire net. Okay. Man, for a moment I thought it broke it. Hopefully. It'll probably be a bit of a cheat where you have this seat loose. I got a need for speed. Is that even in focus? It probably isn't. How did I know to think about that? Yeah. I got a need for speed. I feel like I can take on the whole Chinese Communist Party. That's not who we fought in it was the Russians. Like, oh yeah. Come on, Luke. Get your freaking head down. Oh no, it's okay, it's closed. I was gonna say. Fuck yeah. I forgot I was still zoomed in. That is sick. Luke, we've got a problem. What's that? No tow cable. Well, we have a thing called an arrestor hook, whatever that is. I think we'll have to get in really close to use it, though. I'm talking about real close. That is sick. Nice. Yeah, well, let me get them out of there now. Did I show it next to the... I don't think I ever... I think I did. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe not in focus, though. Yeah, it's, you know, it's bigger than the X-Wing. Feels more substantial, like plastic-wise, mass-wise. Hey, hold on. You know what? Let me see something real quick. Well, nah, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna take a picture of my DSLR, but it's like I'll do that outside or something. Luke, you fat bastard. I keep grabbing right there on that missile. It's like, grab above it. Put them up there with the Star Wars stuff. This would probably be more Luke and Dax kind of thing. I know this is a side thing, but we're going to do this. Hopefully I won't break this. Ooh. I actually have all these... he may not fit in there. Maybe too chunky. No, wait, hold on. Oh, kind of the side though. Hold on, me. Yeah, he's not going to be able to sit like without being to the side. So I'm going to just do like that. It's like, my whole left side is going numb. Come on, Dak. Come on, Dak, you got this. I mean, you probably don't even have to sit all the way down to be inside that bubble, but you got this. This is a little bit more like the Snowspeeder situation. Makes you wonder, was this, did Hasbro intentionally make this thing like the Snowspeeder? I know it's 87 or so when this thing comes out, or, yeah, 87, right? But, if you think about it, Empire, well, I don't know, yeah, it's like 7 years before it, so I don't know. But maybe they really like the Snowspeeder, whoever designed this. I mean, it's also like B-29 kind of stuff, but that looks pretty cool. Like a high-altitude version of a Snowspeeder. Or like a not as futuristic version of a Snowspeeder. I'm gonna leave them in there. I mean, not forever. I got a Snowspeeder. They're dedicated Snowspeeder pilots. They can't just stay in there forever. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna put... I already put New Ace in there, I think, earlier. Or New Ace, Old Ace, Vintage Ace. I want to put the New Ace in for the first time. It's like, oh, ooh, nice and snug. Scarlet, you ready to take on the Empire? Uh-oh. I don't think she's that ready. What is that? It's like a little extra rubber band down in there. Her O-ring's a little loose. I've got extras though, so I mean, I'll just replace it if it did bust, but man, it's like... I know why. Because she's a ninja. She's gonna... Karate kick. It's just, for some reason, it's like real tight on her O-ring. Just like Snake Eyes. No, just... Oh, I should say just like Snake Eyes and Snorker. They ran the train, bitch. No, just joking. Trying to get her back onto there without having to pick the whole thing up. Well, yep. There we go. Oh, a nuclear bomb just went off. Very nice. Man, it feels like way heavier with them in than it did Luke and Dak. It would have been nice if one of the canopies was clear. They were going to give you two of them. But I guess this wasn't clear, so they'd have to give you a second one of that. But so what's the mission, Scarlet? It's like, I eject, you fly back home, and then hopefully I survive long enough to tell you about it. Dun 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 dun. That's probably why she's in there, is because she's gonna eject out. She'll be dropped into some kind of, you know, somewhere, and then. But I mean, she could just be because she's, you know, she could be the kind of intelligence officer that she can run this kind of machinery too. I don't know. It was all like blurry when I was pointing at it. I still haven't figured out what this clips to. Like, I think it clips to the missile, but I don't know that. And it looks like it could go like this, right? But that slant on it and the flat base, I mean, it stands like this. There's also these two slots. So whatever it clips to, like if it clipped to that missile, there would be something else that slides in there, it seems. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I don't see anything on this thing that it clips to. I know that it hangs on this thing, but like, I don't know. I wish the instructions were more detailed. Never looked to see. I think this thing comes off, right? Doesn't this? Okay, no, I guess not. It's actually like molded right there, but like it's a separate piece. You mean? Oh, okay, here it goes. It was doing something. It might not be meant to come off. Okay, yeah. It's not. It's like hollow in there. It's tabbed on right there. Look at that though. You can almost use that because it can still be pulled by the front thing. But you can almost use that for like putting stuff in. Like a little trailer. You know, it's probably not meant to open it up like that, but it sucks that it's so hollow. It would be cool if this was a removable panel and you could see something in there. You know, it's a fuel tank or something. Like maybe you see two tanks coming this way. And then, I don't know, like a little bit of electronics in there. Something that you have to work on. You're like, oh, the fuel pump's out. Take this thing off. Down in there. It's got a little shovel right there. That'd be cool if that was removable. You got some little... It's gray. Probably can't really look at it. Got some little tech details there. I don't know what that is. But it almost looks like it was kind of like a joystick or the impression of a joystick. Could just be a light. You get some little sculpt details there. Kind of a... like a grill for like a radiator or generator or something like that. Maybe it's got some kind of motor, you know, some kind of pump in it. You know, I guess that's where they put the fuel in. I don't know. Let's see how far out this thing goes. It's a rubbery hose, so let's see. It's not wanting to come out. It's on there pretty good. There we go. Well. That is not wound well. It's probably good to do this though. Like you unwind it and then you wind it back in there. It'll probably be a little bit better. At the factory, they're probably in a hurry or something. probably told they'll like, kill their whole family or some shit, or you never know. It's horrible. So there, we got it out. And then, I guess to get it to go back in, it's solid. It's like, it's not a tube, really. Or it doesn't feel like it down here. That's weird. It feels like solid down in here. Let's see, how's it on there? It's like sculpted. Yeah, it's sculpted like that. This isn't a tube. Like, it's got it up here where this can go in, but like the rest of the thing isn't a tube. I think it should go like this. I'm gonna try to wind it tight, like where it'll... Okay, come on, don't kink up on me. It's like a freaking air compressor hose. It's going back in there, come on. There we go. Yeah, boy. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, and it pulls out good too. Oops, let me not mess up the coil though. In real life, they could probably get it much tighter on this thing, like if it looks like this. You know, I've been on aircraft carriers like 2 or 3 times, like while they were, you know, like active aircraft carriers. While my dad was in the Navy, and I don't think I ever saw that. I saw the little thing. You know, it looks more like a car, or like a golf cart kind of thing. It's kind of like this thing without the missiles on top, and like you drive it around, but there's like a seat somewhere in here. So this thing, I guess like the guys are operating it by, they grab on here and they're moving this thing around like that, and then hook it on to stuff, grab it, and then they're pressing something and then making it go forward. I don't know how they're operating it from, how they must use it. They must be like guiding it with these little handles or something like that, driving it around, I think. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I think that was all I really needed to say about that. It is pretty decent details. But it just, again, this plastic, it feels so cheap. And like, I could show you some of those kit connection vehicles and like how, you know, this is very much, it's not just that this is hollow. It's like the feeling of this plastic, like this is that dollar store toy kind of plastic, and not, you know, not trying to be snobby about it. It's just, Hasbro puts premium on everything. That's why I'm holding them to the premium standard. The plastic that this was made out of, much better. You know, this is like Transformers or something like that, or... Oops, I forgot I had those in there. Dropping those. Don't want to mess those up. It's pretty neat. I'm glad they made it hollow too, to where you can stuff stuff inside there if you wanted to. Oh, that's weird. It's got like, on the inside, it's got these little holes. I wonder if anything's meant to clip into those. Probably not, but... It's got okay sculpt detail on it. I don't know if it's trying to look like the flag, if that's intentional, like the bulkhead kind of stuff on it. Little rivets. But it looks good, you know. They even have like some sculpt detail there. But like this piece probably should have been a clear plastic piece. I mean, maybe even this whole thing, but maybe that type of clear plastic wouldn't have been as strong or something. I don't know. That was the extra canopy. I wanted to look at that one more time just to... Yeah, it's great that they give you an extra one. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but hopefully it's intentional. Hopefully everybody got 2 canopies just in case one breaks, but it does kind of make you worry. Is there something wrong with the canopies? Is that why you're including a second one? Because so far, so good. You know, I don't have a problem with it. I would say the biggest issue is his arm. You mean like... I mean like I can't turn it or hinge it out. Everything else on him moves. But I'm going to contact Hasbro about that one. And then Scarlett's knee, which she's in there. I can't really... Alright, yeah, I can get her back out, I guess. But I showed it pretty good. There's not really much else to say about it, other than like my overall experience with it. I'm gonna say is positive, which would make it the first overall positive Haslab experience. Um, so, like, for the other two Haslabs, the Galactus and the Razor Crest, the issue is mainly I'm paying so much for something that's so cheap, like, or feels cheap. Even the Razor Crest, it might look nice, but it feels, I mean, even being heavy, it still feels cheap because of, like, the design to things, like how thin some of the panels are. They feel like they're just going to snap in half. And then all the paint on it is, like, sloppy, or the paint wash, I should say. Like, you see obvious brush strokes all over it. Like, it's obvious what it is, just watered down black acrylic. Like someone just gooped it on there and tried to spread it around as best they could, kind of thing. And it's like they were in a rush, in a hurry, because they're doing however many thousand of them, 28,000 of them. And then Galactus, he has like, it's not just issues with him. What's her name? Nova. Like the plastic on her is all like it's not cracked, but it's like how their metallic looking plastics, or a lot of their plastics, don't really fuse all the way together inside the mold, and you have all these like lines all over them and swirls and stuff in it. And on her, it's like all over her face and chest and stuff. The reason why I'm saying that it's overall positive, and not just like a total positive, is mainly the weight on this one, right? For the other ones, it's the price, and then like issues like with the Razor Crest having defective parts, or like something breaking on them. I mean, technically this has defective parts, his shoulder and her knee. It was having a landing gear issue. It's not having it now, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, overall positive. The weight, that was what the hardest part was, especially towards like right there at the last month or two, or right around Christmas, when you hear that they've already got that cargo container in. This Ghost Rider was with that shipment, right? It was supposed to be the same, ship out around the same time, and it came early because of that cargo container coming in early. And here's something else about these. This is a side thing. You saw how hard it was for me to open up some of these figures, right? The reason why it sucks them costing so much, like I bought this Ghost Rider so I'd have a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, but I haven't been able to open it yet because he was like $35 or something after taxes and shipping, right? It's like you don't even want to open them because you spent too much on them. Or you mean like you're worried that like, oh, I'm going to open it and then that one's going to be worth like $1,000 or something like that, and it'll be dumb that I opened it or something like that. Which I don't collect them for that reason. But it's almost like forcing me to collect them for that reason because they're making them cost so much. And they think that this packaging makes it worth more or something to me. Someone who opens them and like poses them and, basically plays with them, I guess you could say. But, I actually handle the product. I'm not someone who just looks at it. I don't want to just look at it. I'm actually going to pick it up and like toy around with it. And they think that this packaging looks so fucking nice. Not really. I mean, like, the orange on it up here is nice when you hit it with a black light, and, like, it looks like the old Toy Biz package. But, this back stuff they're doing, all this legal information, if this was how big it was on all of them, that'd be fine. But all this extra languages to save them money when they're trying to sell these in other countries, it's like, you need to make dedicated cards for other countries, You would be making the same number of cards anyways. But, I don't know. I hate that I haven't even opened him yet. Like, I want to open him. I'm trying to say that, like, this is an overall positive, that, like, I'm actually kind of happy with this one. I'm really glad to have a Skystriker finally. It sucks it's not a vintage in the sense that, I've never had one of those to even judge this one off of, but, like, I know that this one not having the landing gear issue that one has is great, so, I guess I'm okay with having this modern version of it. And if I ever come across a vintage one, I'll try to get it, but, for the longest time, that was, like, my only, like, toy F-14. Was this Micro Machines one. I had model kit F-14s, but like, and I would play, kind of play with them. I still have a black one, like it's never been painted, and it's like a solid black F-14, like a 1/44 scale, I think. But so I'm glad to finally, a real F-14, something that interacts with action figures. I plan to, do a lot of stuff like taking pictures with it a lot. I'm going to try to do some play motion stuff, work with it. I'll probably do some funny stuff with Star Wars, like putting the snowspeeder pilots back in there like I did. One thing I want to do to it is maybe give it a wash, or do like panel lining with like panel line markers for Gundams or something. because like it looks good the way it is. This is great. It's nice and clean looking. But I would love it if all those panel lines were easier to see. It would make it look real, like, or you know, not real. It would make it look a whole lot better though. I just don't want to like, I don't want to just dirty it up with a bunch of watered down black acrylic and, you know, like do it too sloppy or anything. Like I want it to look good. So I just, you know, I'm gonna probably test it out on like one of these. I have a second Storm Eagle. I'll probably test it out on one of those first. I hate that like there's so many people now who, you know, they regret not backing one, and they're overspending by hundreds of dollars to get one. It is not worth. It's not worth all that. It's nice, but it is not worth all that. Don't get mad at me for telling you what something's worth or telling you what to spend your money on or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you this is just a toy. You know, you shouldn't have to spend hundreds of dollars on these things. $230 for this thing was only okay because it has 7 figures and the, you know, the extra little vehicles. You spending like 400 plus on it, it's not worth that. Like, God, it's not worth that. I feel bad for those people. I really hope that Hasbro is nice enough, smart enough to do, like I was saying, re-release just the jet with Ace, maybe Ace and Wayne, right? And then it needs to come with the stand, all the missiles, and the bombs that it comes with, you know, in the box, right? And then it sucks that they won't get these 2 kind of cardboard things, or the little ground crew thing, or like these 3 Cobras, or that Ripcord, or, you know, Scarlet, right? But, you know, they still get the jet. And if they did that, and it was $75 or under, I'd probably buy a second one. You mean, I'd probably get another one. It's just, you know, they do $100 or more. Nah, fuck them. Lots of uhs and ums that are going to have to be edited out of this. There's probably like 3 or 4 hours worth of footage, and I'm going to have to go through all of it. Fuck. Well, so anyways, I'm happy to get this. I think the Joes are happy. It's also cool to have this kind of Cobra Commander. I just hate that he's lilac. You mean like, maybe it's not showing up, that he's got a purple, like a noticeable purple tint to him. I mean, and it's not just like the red on him, like making some kind of contrast in my field of vision. I mean, like even if I isolate his head, I can still see it. That there's like a purple tint to him. So, but I don't know. I mean, that's kind of cool though, because if I ever do get the original one that's more blue, you can use this one around the more purple troops or something like that. Like he's kind of almost got a certain uniform when he's around or dealing with Techno Vipers or something. I don't fucking know. Something like that. But yeah. It's going to be neat to get this guy out, Ramp Rat, for dealing with the Rattler. Definitely going to do some... Well, it's not even in focus, but I'm definitely going to do some Night Force work with Ripcord. Just blanking on his name. Like, I shot a play motion with a vintage Ripcord that I want to redo with him. I think that'd be much cooler. I just kind of think that the vintage one makes more sense because he's in camo, and like I had it taking place in a jungle. So, but we'll see. Maybe he drops in like this, and then he eventually changes into his camo, or his uniform slowly changes into camo because it's like Solid Snake almost, and like they have like access to experimental futuristic technology. And the only reason why they don't, like, everyone's not using this cloth is Ripcord's probably slowly getting like radiation poisoning or something from it, or some shit like that. It's like, oh, it's made from cuttlefish. You're being poisoned by cuttlefish, you know, or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'll probably get him out for some stuff for show. Probably get a picture or so with Maverick in there at some point, just because it makes sense. You gotta put him in there. Maybe even Slipstream. Everybody's probably gonna get a roll around with the Skystriker. I was like, what is it called? Well, I chewed you guys' ears off long enough about this, and hopefully it's a surprise to anybody who thinks that all I ever do is say negative stuff. Like they'll be like, oh wow, he's actually kind of positive about it to an extent. I mean, there's a lot of negative stuff in here about it, but you know, mainly overall positive. And I just can't wait to get it out and fly it around. It's too late right now. It's nighttime now, but I'm a totally get it outside tomorrow. I hope it's a clear sky tomorrow, because like I'm gonna get this thing out, fly it around with some, shooting some video of it. Well, Ripcord, you. Yeah, I just realized I never even showed it on the stand. So let's get the big bomb off. Let's see how well that plugs in. Oh, wow, it goes the other way. Okay, I'm not going to push it in all the way, but it fits pretty snug, so let me get these missiles off, facing the right way. I got the ball kind of loose right now. I need to tighten it up. Let's see, okay. Okay, that's completely loose. It's tight. I'm trying to like look at it and tighten it. Let's see. It's pretty tight and still kind of movable. Nice. Nice. Feel pretty confident with it over those figures right now. And still kind of posable. It can kind of twist just a little. Very cool. Oops. Try to knock that off. Man, it makes you wonder if they do a Transformers version of this. Like Optimus. This is who Optimus should be. I don't know if I've ever seen Optimus as a jet. Oh, it's kind of off frame a little. Yeah. Very cool. I guess if I do any kind of play motions with it, that's how I hold it. But that won't feel right. You know, you gotta grab it by your hands. You know, fly it around. Yeah. Any of you who've ever played Captain Skyhawk, that's another reason why I'm glad I have this. My dad got me and my brother that game. That was one of like 1990 or something, maybe 91. I don't really remember the year, because it might be 89 or something for it. But I was like very young when we got that, and like me and my brother, I don't know how, we probably beat it at least like 3 times, just like back to back. Kind of, we loved it. That shit was awesome. That'd be something neat to kind of make like a cardboard construction paper version of. At the end of each level, you had to fly through this rotating octagon-looking thing that had like a space, a hangar bay that you're flying into, and what you were trying to do is match the orbit. So like whenever I saw Interstellar, that was the first thing I thought of when he was doing the come on tires thing. You know, like trying to spin the ship around at the right rotation. That was totally exactly what that reminded me of, because he's attaching to a space station. I was like, Christopher Nolan has played Captain Skyhawk. He has to have played that game. But yeah, that's why I'm glad to have had this. It'd be cool if they had a G.I. Joe with codename Skyhawk. I mean, they've got the vehicle Skyhawk, and like how they've done like Armadillo is both a vehicle and a character. They should do that. And I think Crossfire too. I can't remember what the other one. There's another one. But yeah, there. That's pretty cool. Just wanted to show it with the stand. Down, 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 down. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, this is Cliff from Scale Wars Joe Force. This has been the Haslab Skystriker review and unboxing and rant, I guess, but not really so much of a rant so much. Just gush fest, I guess. Or my version of a gush fest. I'm shilling for Hasbro now. No. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope if you got a Skystriker, I hope you're enjoying it too. Let's hope that they re-release it for everybody. It sucks that we're just like a few thousand people or so. Like I don't know, 10,000 people, however many people backed it. There's only that many people who have one, when there's probably millions of people who want one or who would like one. So let's hopefully they do that, and then catch you on the next one. Bye.